Let's get sweaty.
Hello and welcome to the Shenmue Dojo Show, Season 3, Episode 8. How's everyone doing? I'm here with Matt. How are you doing?
Yeah, good man. How's it going?
Not too bad, thank you, man. Yeah. It's the 21st of November that we're recording, and my daughter's come home wanting to put the Christmas tree up, so we've literally just got it out the loft, and we were just putting some tinsel and baubles on it until I had to shoot to come to here. So that's what we just got up to a minute ago. Christmas already, man.
Yeah, it's 5 Fridays till Christmas this
Really?
week.
5
Insane.
Fridays. And then by the time this podcast goes out, it'll be like 3, probably.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Yeah, closer to Christmas than not, which is frightening. Hope you are all getting yourselves ready for Christmas, and you've got a copy of Air Twister perhaps lying under the Christmas tree this year.
What?
I'll probably save this for the Christmas episode. I was going to ask you what you've got planned for Christmas, Matt, but we'll save that for next time, actually.
Yeah, all right.
Keep it going. So we're just debating whether or not this would be the last episode of the current season, but actually looking through the listings last time around, the Christmas show actually was part of Season 2. I think for some reason, Season 1, because we did like 8 episodes and then we skipped straight into Season 2 for the Christmas episode. I think I did name it Season 2 Episode 0. So we're going to break that trend. Well, we broke it last year, but we're going to break it again this year, and we're going to do an Episode 9, which is a bit of an odd number, I suppose, as a season finale when we get to the Christmas show. Unless we happen to squeeze another one in before then to get a nice even round number, if you're... got an OCD like that, Matt.
We'll see. We might do.
Maybe. But probably not. But yeah. So again, guys, today we're sort of going to copy and paste the concept from the previous episode, which was the Kickstarter Updates Part 2. And we're going to be doing Kickstarter Updates Part 3 today. So we're going to get stuck into some more of those juicy Shenmue 3 Kickstarter updates. After a very tiny news section, we're going to get straight into the show pretty much today, but we have got a couple of little things to mention. So, last show around, we were talking about that Luca Games event that was upcoming at the time. Yu Suzuki was in attendance, and this was like an Italian event. We didn't really know much about it. I'd never heard of it. Matt had never heard of it. And it's been and gone now, and obviously you had your rumours that possibly you thought that Yu Suzuki wouldn't travel to somewhere like Italy on a whim. There might be something more involved. Seemingly, nothing really happened. I think he was actually there showcasing Air Twister, because we found out that NN Games were there, right?
Yeah, they were definitely there.
Yeah.
Doing some bits and pieces, and there was a separate interview from Luca with IGN as well, outside of the Ezra one that came out a few days prior to that.
Yeah.
So yeah, nothing on the surface, but I still maintain he wouldn't have gone there for no reason.
Yeah, well, you never know. I mean, maybe he was invited by this Luca Games, possibly, and NN were there, so he just thought, I've never been to Italy. He was talking about Eze, was it? Was it Eze or something? Was the city he went to?
Yeah, that's right.
In Italy. Oh no, actually, I think the city is called Lucca, right?
It might be. I can't remember. Yeah, it is called Lucca, isn't it?
Yeah, Eze is. Was Eze the one? I think that was from the Kickstarter updates last episode, actually, when he did that watercolor painting of himself, didn't he?
Oh yeah,
I think that was Eze. Yeah,
the steps and everything. Yeah, that was quite
pretty,
know actually.
Why I just came up with that. So obviously Luca. So yeah, he did a very short interview with, I believe it's some sort of, is it a YouTuber or something, like an Italian YouTuber, popular?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who he was, but they did a live stream with very little warning for anybody.
True. Yeah.
I think you happened to just randomly pick it up on Twitter, and I was like, oh god, and then managed to get the screen recording of it later on.
Yeah, that's right.
And we were quite lucky that Rio X and Switch have kindly translated that for us. We got the translation up on the website and everything. Got the video. stored on the YouTube, but that took us by surprise. There was no news in it, really. I mean, it was just nice to see Yu Suzuki there chatting and looking healthy and looking good and seemed to be enjoying himself.
Yeah, well, it was a kind of different type of interview, actually. It's worth a read because it's not just your typical talking about Air Twister, talking about Shenmue, whatever. He's asking him about Lego at one point. So, yeah, so there's a few different things going on there. If you're interested in another Yu Suzuki interview, why not? And then that kind of brings us nicely, actually, into the last piece of news that we're going to talk about today, which is actually that Air Twister has released.
Yeah.
Pick it up right now on loads of different platforms, like literally any platform you can think of in this modern era: Switch, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, PC, Steam, or whatever. It's available on all of those platforms. First impressions, Matt, we did have a review. If you want to mention that a little bit.
Yeah, we did a review of it, obviously written one and a video one. First impressions were very good, very, very good. It runs flawlessly on PC. Definitely a good solid 8 out of 10 game.
Mm-hmm.
I keep dipping into it for like random sort of 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there sort of thing.
Perfect for that.
Yeah, exactly. It's that sort of game, isn't it? Perfect for a quick sort of dip in, play it for a little bit, then go off and do whatever you're going to do. It's a great little game. Currently, I think I know it hasn't got many Steam reviews. I think it's 15 or 16, but it's 100% positive.
There you go.
Steam. Best review game on Steam this year.
I wonder if there is a potential sort of way that you could submit that as like it's got the most positive reviews of any release so far or something. I don't know if it'd be a Guinness World Record with 14 reviews, but
I don't know. But it's still good, isn't it, that it's reviewed really well? It seems to have reviewed well, sort of outside of Steam. I know some of the magazines are sort of sitting at around a 6, 7 out of 10. A lot of it is around, it's just an arcade title. It doesn't offer a lot. But I think for the market it's going for, it's absolutely spot on. And the market is people like us.
Exactly. I could imagine like someone that doesn't really play arcade games or sort of short burst type games not really getting it as much, or not seeing the potential of like that sort of pick up and play mentality. If they're coming across it as a game that you play in a sitting and they're like, I didn't really get much out of that, so 6 out of 10. Whereas like to us it's like, I got enough out of that for that moment, and then I'm going to come back to it again in a couple of days' time, and then again a couple of days' time. It's a different type of game that we don't see very often, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly that. And I think it lends itself very well to it.
Definitely. So go pick it up, guys. There's collector's editions available as well via Strictly Limited Games, and also there's one on like Amazon Japan. I think that one's sold out, but there was one on a website called 1983, I believe.
Yeah, that's right.
We picked it up from. A little bit difficult, but you can look into that if you are interested in picking up a physical copy of Air Twister, and check out our review on the dojo to see what we thought about it, video and all. Right, so we're going to go straight in to these Kickstarter updates. Now we're going to try and have sort of a dedicated, focused, at least 2 hours, like now, obviously with a few music breaks like we typically do. But I'm going to get us started, Matt, with update 61, which is Halloween Greetings. So this was posted on October the 31st, 2016, and there's a little bit of Japanese at the top, actually. It says, Nihongo no... Ooh, let me just check what that says.
No worries.
Translate that. Article, okay. So Japanese article, kochira desu. So this is a Japanese article. What?
Okay.
The Japanese article is here, is the literal translation. Not too sure about that, whether they accidentally left that in.
Don't know.
Because it's clearly not in Japanese, so strange. It says, with Halloween upon us, it's time to get into the spirit. So, and that so leads into an image of Shenmue dressed in a witch's outfit. She's got a broom, very much like the costume actually you can unlock in Air Twister.
Yeah, actually the art style is very similar as well to
kind of
the Air Twister collector stuff. You can see where that's come from.
Mm-hmm. and next to it is sort of a zombie version of Chai, perhaps, with his tongue out, and I think he's wearing a pumpkin for his trousers.
He is.
Or his underpants is a pumpkin, which is quite amusing. I think that was a Kenji Miyawaki drawing, right? Oh, yeah, it says just below that. Yes, that is it. Kenji Miyawaki original.
There we go.
There you go. Nice artwork. They did kind of like do a lot of these sort of artworks over the upcoming updates. We'll probably see some more of them. But one person who will not be going out to do trick-or-treating this year is this man. And there's a picture of a very stern-looking Yu Suzuki, who I believe, this is the update where, I mean, in a sense, this is probably the only scam of the whole Kickstarter, that he's signing artwork that we never got, right?
Whatever happened to it then?
I don't know. I think it is kind of that artwork, although obviously Kenji Miyawaki redrew and added Ren and Landi to the image. That is the original artwork actually from back in the day, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I think they just, I don't know if like they may be on the way to the printers, or they were kind of pretending that he was signing, I don't know.
I don't know.
Because it does say, Yusan has been hard at work to bring us the biggest treat of all, and now he has begun the momentous undertaking that is the signed rewards. Every day, Yusan has been putting his signatures to the Kenji Miyawaki illustrations, and thanks to your gracious and sincerely appreciated support, the number of illustrations to be signed is reaching the 5,000 mark. Maybe next year, Yusan will be able to go trick-or-treating in his Rio costume. From all of us here, happy Halloween. So yeah, I don't know what happened to them. If he actually was signing those artworks and then they decided to possibly make them smaller, because it does look quite big. Maybe the packaging,
possibly.
They were like,
shipping,
actually shipping wise, these, what would you say that is, A4, if not bigger?
Yeah, it looks it, doesn't it? It looks definitely around the A4 mark.
And that is your update 61 done.
So then we move straight into update number 62, which is a month later, November 30th, 2016, and it is titled Yu Suzuki on the Music of Shenmue.
Ooh.
And it starts with, hello everyone, Shenmue would not be Shenmue without the music, and quite rightly so. The right song sets the tempo and the atmosphere, immersing you in the world and the moment. This month, Yusan gives us an interview on the process of choosing music in the world of Shenmue, his experience and influences with music, and what music means in the creation of a game. Please enjoy. And then there's a short video here.
Right, so just boot it up a second. Are you ready, Matt?
Yeah, whenever you are.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go.
皆様こんにちは。
Hello everyone, today we are asking Yusan about the music for Shenmue 3. I would like to ask about the music for Shenmue 3. First, could you tell us your musical influences and what kind of music you enjoy? Well, from middle school on, I was in a rock band. We played and did covers. At university, I was in the music club and kept performing with a rock band. We took our influences from Deep Purple and Van Halen, so I've always been into bands like that. Metalhead, any? How have you been involved in the music production for your games? It says approaching music and games. So when it came to game music, I used to give advice and also did writing, editing and arranging. Nowadays, I more often put forth my concept for the music to fit it with the world and story of the game. For the music in Shenmue, is there anything in particular you wanted to pay attention to? Well, in Shenmue 3 we have crossed over to China. So I wanted to bring about the gentility and essence of what it would be like in a 1987 China on all levels. I've always liked the Chinese fiddle for its grace and the quality of register so near to the human voice. It sounds as if a person is singing when played, so to espouse that Chineseness, it was used quite often. What type of music were you going for with the battles, quests, and scenes? With the battles anyways, the focus was on finding and arranging songs to provide tension and liveliness. For quests, the playtime is lengthier, so you want music that you can listen to repeatedly without becoming irritated by it.
A Willy Wonka theme.
And with the events, you need to give that one-time punch to give accentuation. When the bosses make their appearance, I look for powerful music that makes a bigger impact as possible. Let's take a look through the library. Who's going to play here? Can you remember? Oh, what's that say at the top? Note, this has been a selection of music from Shenmue 1, Shenmue 2 and new songs for Shenmue 3. It says, it is light and easy, you can listen to over and over again. It's a calming song that evokes the countryside and feels like Shenmue. This is the Kickstarter theme, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And this was in that herbal shop, which is strange that he's sort of comparing it to a countryside and then puts it in a random shop. Something like this. Oh, this is the bedtime theme, isn't it? Very gentle.
That's in Shenhua's house.
Yeah, like this, not prickly. To not get bored even after listening to it over and over, this was the focus for the quest music. Battles, on the other hand, need more eagerness to them, more active. Yeah, these were actually new songs, weren't they?
They were.
Like this one with more urgency. Yeah, again, this is the new battle
one of the battle themes.
Something like this when facing not just 2 or 3 opponents, but a whole group. A song that tells you right away it will be a big battle.
This is also duck catching.
It isn't it? Music is a vital part of the game. But it really is the visual, the audio, and the interactivity. These are the 3 key elements that weave together a game. For effect, you want to hit the sound just right. Here we talked about the background music, but sound effects are also crucial. I believe that music is one of the 3 key elements that preside over the land of entertainment. Alright, thank you very much for that. And that's a wrap. That's a nice video.
Yeah, I like that video actually. It's very sort of informative as well.
Yeah.
Around the music. And it's quite interesting hearing that music and then going, all right, I know where that played, I know where that played, I know where that played. It's ironic that battle theme music was then duck and chicken catching, but I suppose it had its challenges, so we'll...
True.
Yeah.
I suppose to Yu Suzuki, that's a big battle, is it?
Well, it's quite hard, isn't it, trying to catch a bloody chicken on the run? Yeah, so I can imagine it. I like that video in any case. And then it just ends the update with, as always, please keep sending us your comments and questions until next time. So yeah, great little update and video to get things rolling.
For a moment when he was talking about the sound effects, I was expecting him to go through some sound effects as well for us, but
yeah, and he didn't, did he, unfortunately?
No. But he did pick the 3 songs there that I don't think were in any of the other games.
Yeah.
Could have been a Shenmue Online one, I'm not sure.
Yeah, possibly. Anyway.
So, update 63 now, campaign and progress update. So it looks like that Japanese thing's at the top of everyone. I'm not sure if it had been previously or I've literally only just noticed it. Strange. So December the 15th, this is 2016. Greetings everyone, lots to update this month, so here we go. So the PC version is available on shenmue.link. There have been many requests for the PC version pre-order option during the Slacker Backer campaign, and now that agreements by all affiliated parties have been finalised, Shenmue.link is accepting Shenmue 3 PC version pre-orders as of today. Interesting, okay.
Wonder why that took some time.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that. Probably an Epic thing, wasn't it? But
it wouldn't have been then, because Epic
it wouldn't
wasn't
have been
around.
Then. You're right.
I don't know, unless it was like a Steam negotiation or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Possibly.
And I don't think it stated it was a Slacker Backer version of the game. It's just the same PC one, right?
Yeah, and it doesn't state Steam here either.
Oh, you checking, are you?
Yeah, I'm just it doesn't state Steam either, so
okay.
There we are. Anyway.
That was only in the survey, wasn't it, at one
Yeah.
time? Yeah. As always, sales from the PC version will help towards the stretch goals. Just as with Kickstarter, backers will be able to choose whether they would like a PS4 version or the PC version. So, for example, if you were pledged for the PS4 version, you can still switch to the PC version or vice versa. Backers will be able to make their choice during the backer surveys. More on the surveys below. So, game development news here now. So, how far are we into development? So, probably talking a year and 3 or 4 months, right?
Yeah, about that, yeah.
About that. So it says R&D for various game elements is on course as the development team shifts its focus towards production. Main game scenarios are nearing completion, apparently. Motion capture tests are well underway, and voicing tests with the cast have begun. Yusan and the production staff are happy to say that they are enjoying the work as they continue to diligently make progress on the mini-games, events, and battles. So it's interesting that they're doing it in that order then, because we would have assumed that they created the game stuff first and then they ran out of time on the scenarios.
I wonder, when they say scenarios, it's have they mapped them out in terms of storyboarding, what they wanted to do, and then implementation's the production stage, isn't it?
Yeah. So you don't think they've created the story aspects as such. They've just got like the general outline.
Yeah, and exactly.
They basically run out of time in the fleshing out stage, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
This is a quote here from Yu Suzuki. It says, I have been completely absorbed in development Shenmue 3 recently, and often stay at the studio throughout the night to make it the best game possible. My life has become Shenmue both day and night, and I'm happy. That's a nice
Very
message.
Good.
I wonder if he was the only one at the studio throughout the night.
You never know, do you?
Sleeping on the floor.
Ha!
Because I know he talks about coding and stuff, but you don't really just imagine Yu Suzuki sat there coding these days, do you? I don't know, maybe he does.
No, maybe. He's always been quite hands-on, so it wouldn't surprise me if he was.
Yeah, especially for this game. And then we've got some new work in progress visuals, Matt. So these are still work in progress and are subject to change. So, interestingly, this first shot appears to be Bailu Village, possibly.
I wonder if it's a temple in Niaowu, possibly.
It does look like Niaowu Street. It kind of looks a bit mixed to me, but I know what you mean, because Niaowu does have the cliffs still, doesn't it? But just the overall vibe and look of it, it looks like they've put a Torii Gate like temple thing in Bailu Village. I don't know.
Does a bit, doesn't it? Yeah. Interesting.
Maybe it is the top end, is it? Of
it could be. You can see a shadow of Chai on the top right mountain.
Yeah. Was that the first confirmation of Chai?
I want to say yes, but I can't remember.
So it says Rising Moon of the Temple Gate. And then the second screenshot is rather humorous, Matt, because it looks like they photoshopped an old Ryo Hazuki's face on the Ryo Hazuki model, which always stood out, didn't it?
Yeah, it did a bit. And again, I wonder where this is shot, because the grounding looks like it could be Niaowu, but the background looks like it could be Bailu. Yeah. It's funny, isn't it? And
if you zoom in, Mike, because I'm on my Apple Mac, so I can like pinch zoom.
Yeah.
And the background's rather nice looking, because you've sort of got the sort of sun glimmer.
It's very pretty, isn't it?
Very pretty, yeah. I mean, the whole rear model just looks strange, doesn't it, with the kick? And you've kind of like purposely blurred the foot, I think, as well.
It's very strange, isn't it? That
strange. One. But yeah, I don't know where this is located. And then you can see pictures. hanging up on the right, and there's also one in the middle left as well that
Yeah,
looks
I
the
can
same.
see that. Yeah, I
Kind of
don't
looks a
know.
bit like Misty One. I don't know.
I guess it could be the testing concept phase again, couldn't it?
And it says a fight breaks out at the morning market.
Okay.
And then the last screenshot, Matt, is even weirder. So we've got what we assumed was a mini game, and a rather strange looking mini game, because you've got these weird 3D cartoony cows in the background, and a little forklift model that's going up a board that's got 10, 20, 30, and 50, I think.
Yeah, 50.
So I'm not quite sure what the aim of that was.
No, I
That
don't.
was
And
an actual concept for a mini game. I know there's there is some music in the files, isn't there? That's like RC forklift.
there is, and also on the Niaowu boat, that board is at the front of the boat. Believe it
It's
or
got
not.
hooks on though, hasn't it?
They're doing ring toss on it.
Yes. So maybe that's a bit of a homage to this forgotten mini game, I guess.
A relic from the past.
Possibly. And then Rio Shu says 4K on, I think we said.
Yeah, I think we assumed it was 4K at the time.
Whether that was a hint at Shenmue 3 is going to be a 4K game, which was the big sort of technology at the time, I guess. 4K back in 2016 anyway.
Yeah, it would have been, yeah.
And the caption says, "This piece of heavy machinery looks familiar." And then the last part of this update says, backer surveys are currently planned for the summer of 2017. Interesting. On the surveys, we will ask you for your reward preferences that pertain to the different tiers and for your shipping information if you are pledged for physical rewards. There will be further updates ahead with more information regarding the surveys.
Very good. So it's quite, again, nice little pictures and update and things. It's quite cool to see that.
Yep.
Yeah, very good. So that then takes us on. As it's a December update, we then come to the next update, which is 64 Season Greetings on Christmas Eve, December the 24th, 2016. And again, we have what is a Kenji Miyake image. It's a GIF, actually, or GIF, depending on how you want to pronounce it, with the Season Greetings.
And, Matt, the bloody original Shenmue 3 logo at the bottom there.
Yes, good shout, actually. I did not notice that until you mentioned it. So that's very interesting that was there. They obviously had permission to use it and then didn't. And it's the cursive one as well.
Yeah, the full cursive. Strange, eh?
Very weird. Nice artwork. So you got Rio making a snowman, Chai is a snowman, and Shenhua in some Christmas outfit as well. It comes down and says, "Happy holidays, everyone. Shenhua has come to town, wishing Merry Christmas to all at this year's end, with our busy breath sends clouds of white billowing forth in the pleasant chill of the season." That's a bit of a weird way to pronounce things, but okay. PC release on Shenmue.link. After the announcement of the PC release on Slacker backer page, site access became restricted due to the large amount of traffic.
Interesting.
Good work, everyone. We sincerely apologise for the inconveniences caused. Cries of joy and pain simultaneously went up by the developers from your response to the announcement. We never failed to be moved by your hopes and expectations. Thank you so much.
Cool.
And it says the year past and that year ahead. We've been giving it our all this past year, getting ready to put the game together. We were also able to fulfill the dinner awards with Yusan in Monaco, Kamakura, and San Francisco. We don't know much about that San Francisco one, actually. I've never heard much about it.
I think I've seen some photographs possibly once, maybe a forum topic, but
might be a question for Joel one day.
Yeah.
While we may not be able to meet with all of you wonderful backers, those events valuable and enriching experiences we are proud to be able to share with you. On the production side, we have now entered the final phases of R&D, which has allowed us to slowly but surely show some of the different game elements and features. Marching along into 2017, we hope to show more of these different elements along with an increasing depth of the world of Shenmue. That's all for us this year. Have a happy new year. So that's interesting, sort of confirms what we were just talking about in the previous update, that it sounded like they've got everything together in terms of, right, we've done the R&D, we know the outline and what we want to do, now we've got to go and do it. So they've basically had to spend a year almost getting things and ready, getting the concepts ready, getting some of the systems, not all of them at this point, ready. So they've done that, and they've basically spent a year and a bit. And at this point, obviously, development was due to end in 2017. It didn't. But it begs the question, with a year sort of gone, that means they've essentially got, another 2 years development time, and they've already spent a year on R&D, so they've had to develop the game in 2 years. Now, I'm not a game developer, I'm sure there's things in between, but that's quite a substantial amount of work to do with the game we got inside 2 years. But anyway, that's just a side point that came into my head.
I wonder what the thinking would have been at the time, though, because like they say, marching into 2017, and at this point, the release date is still set for 2017, and seemingly they don't seem to be worried at this point.
I think they always, well, I'm pretty sure they always had it lined up in their head that they'd try and get a publisher and then push it back so that they could do what they wanted to do with it. Just a thought, but yeah, there we are.
Possibly. Good stuff. Right, moving into update 65 now. This is a Dev Room Progress Report Volume 2. And this is going to be, I guess, like 3 months later almost, March the 16th, 2017. Time. So, I mean, considering the game is to be released in 2017, possibly at this point is when people started to get a bit antsy with wanting more updates. Like 3 months doesn't seem a long time now that you've got these updates out in front of you, but at the time it was like, where's the next update? Where's the next update? It's been 3 months kind of a thing. But yeah, we got one here. It says, greetings everyone. It's been a long time since our last update. See, they acknowledge that. We're painfully aware you've all been eagerly awaiting the monthly report. All of us here have been so wrapped up in development that time seems to have flown by. But no excuses. We apologise for the lapse, and we will do our best. We will do our best to bring you updates every month. It is beholden on us to keep you informed without giving too much away, of course, and we'll do so as promised. So here we go with Volume 2 of our Dev Room Reports. All right, let's check this out then, Matt. 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh, we got the QT,
love it.
Excite QT music. You can kind of see some flowchart stuff going on there. And they're actually working on the Excite QT. Welcome back for our second dev update. This time we want to give you a peek into our workday. Ooh, the game designers. Look at that, there's a cutscene going on in the background.
That was the clip where you'll find the paper of the stonemasons.
Yeah. And interestingly, they put some sort of a filter around it, didn't they? At that time. For some reason. Oh, look at them going through the guide. Shenmue 2 guide. They've got characters on the back, and they've circled them three for some reason. We could potentially have a look at that in a second. This is the rear model we were using at the time. Opening the cupboards, moving the furniture.
Which makes it in 3.
So they were obviously working on Bailu.
Yeah.
So... quite sure what we're looking at here at the moment. Just people laughing. Looks like the testing nighttime scene there.
Yeah.
Oh, it just says see you next time. Bye bye. And there's just a fade out of Yu Suzuki. Bit of a strange video that compared to the others where they kind of...
Yeah, they didn't go into too much, did they? I mean, we saw some nice little bits when you think of obviously Excite QTE. We saw the early stage of that cutscene where you're looking for that house has been ransacked, and you find the bits of paper and the photos of Mr. Yuan and his friend. You see a little bit sort of early concept of what looked like the village square as well in Bailu, but it was a very strange update. Like, they didn't give much away in terms of describing what was going on, I guess.
No, I just took a screen grab of that whiteboard for you there, Matt.
Oh, let's have a look. See.
They've circled 2 characters on the left there with something else. It looks like one of them's holding a fishing rod.
You've got one that looks like holding a rod. Then you've got one with a walking stick. One just sort of stood up. Then the other side, you've got someone in a blue dress. somebody holding again, which looks like some sort of fishing rod.
Yeah, that was the fishing rod I was talking about actually.
Ah, right. I was
On
looking
the
at the wrong
right,
one.
I'm not sure if he's holding. He could be holding a fishing rod, I suppose.
Yeah.
I wonder why they've circled them as though they're like connected.
I don't know. I really couldn't tell you.
That one looks familiar at the top right, in the green jacket, like a bad
It does
guy.
a bit from some.
Is
It
it?
could be a bad guy that was Rio's beaten up.
Not the one who was having a piss in that QTE. Not sure.
Not off the top of my head, but I could be wrong.
I don't recognise the characters actually, to be honest, at all. Is there anyone with a walking stick?
No, not immediately that jumps. Anyway, I don't. Yeah, I can't think.
No. And then it says, "Thank you very much. See you next month." That's it. So just a very short update. Let's have a look what were people saying about this one, because this is a bit of a strange one. Looks pretty good. Really, guys, take your time. All the greatest stuff needs to be cooped. I'm still worried about Rio's character model and face, but otherwise can't wait to play. Take as long as you need to get it right. A late game is always better than a shoddy game. So in fact, people were kind of suggesting for them to
people were quite supportive,
delay,
weren't they? Yeah.
Yeah. Love the stilted Dreamcast animation feel of the game.
Yeah, it's
Very
quite
nostalgic.
supportive at the time. Not bad.
Not bad. There's a comment from Matt, as it's not you, is it? Gameplay footage looks true to the original, which is reassuring and excellent. The team also look like they're having fun with it. I'm sure this will be the masterpiece we have been waiting for at a fraction of the development costs of the first ones. Can't wait. Really hope this game gains new fans and critical acclaim. Is that you?
Don't think it was me.
Fair enough.
Anyway,
It kind of sound like you, though.
Maybe. It could have been, and I've completely forgotten. But anyway, not a clue.
There we go.
Right, so then we come into update 66, which is titled Yusan on Story Building, as we have another video. So greetings, everyone.
Nice.
The intrigue, adventure, and drama of the Shenmue story is a hallmark of the series, which has ignited our imaginations and burns with anticipation in our hearts. In this month's update, Yusan offers a short discourse on plot structurization, thematic touchstones, and story pacing. So take your seats, class is about to start.
Okay. So this was about 6 weeks later.
Yeah, I should have said the date was May the 1st, 2017.
Right, let's check this video out. So, 3, 2, 1, go. Hello, everyone. This time we're going to ask Yusan about the story. Ooh, let's see. This could be an interesting one. Game and story. Is there a difference between the story in games and other kinds of entertainment? Well, something similar would be film. This is Yusan talking. But the biggest difference would be that the game time differs for each player. If it was a 2-hour film, for example, it's exactly 2 hours. For film, you can plan events at the exact time. Like you give the audience this much impact here. This event goes here, and this is where it ends. In other words, it all goes according to plan. Normally in games, if you play for 2 hours, you can remember everything up to that point. But if you play for 100 hours, you can forget what occurred in the beginning. If you don't keep reminding the players, it's difficult to think of a story the normal way. Nowadays, a single theme, like a love story having only romance, doesn't cut it. For example, a movie about car racing has romance in it. If there aren't at least 2 themes like both romance and car racing, the audience gets bored. With Shenmue 2, if you were to play for 30 hours, it would never last with just one theme. So if you want people to play for 30 hours, you'll need multiple themes. In Shenmue's case, it's always been an adventure about Kung Fu. And how this brusque guy meets someone like Shenmue. It's not romance, but I want to show a little interaction between a boy and a girl. Okay. And what's difficult is that one plot is not enough, so you insert 2 or 3 themes. Where you get mixed up with which introduction goes with what climax and which conclusion. So for me, I think these plot components are ... very difficult to mix together in its original state. Skipping the development and twist, using only the introduction and conclusion, is, I think, the important plot structure in a long RPG type of game. I think he was on about this once in his GDC stuff.
It does ring a bell.
Like, games need a theme, like a plot, a thing, and a twist.
Yeah.
Where do you get your ideas for the story, is the next question. Yu Suzuki says, as this is a video game, the interactivity of the audio, visual, and story elements is key.
And he's talked about that before as well.
Yeah. Film is the best reference for games in terms of cinematography. DVDs or Blu-rays enable you to review scenes very closely to get ideas for battle, for example. Probably talking about his Hong Kong films, is he?
Yeah, it sounds like it.
What I think is important in creating an impressive scene is the rise and fall between scenes. Like a dark scene to a very bright scene, or silence to a blasting sound. How you insert that contrast between scenes is how you create impact and move the story. These tactics build up and lead to efficiency, so they're good reference in all sorts of ways. Ooh, just having a drink from a Shenmue mug. We're going to ask one last question. I thought that was the last question. He's joking. Okay, the last question. Will the Sword of the Seven Stars, which came out in the last part of Shenmue 2, come out in this series too? Okay. Yes, he says. Wait until I get more settled, and we'll retake it once more, please. It does come out though, that's true. Do you think he knows about the sword thing there?
Yeah, he must do.
Yeah. So that's the end of the update. So it sounds like maybe they've had some sort of an inside joke where he's changed the sword, and then he's come up with that question: will the Sword of the Seven Stars be in the game?
It does a
and
bit,
it's like he's picked up on what they're sort of talking about, and he's like, yes, but obviously not how you think, I guess.
Yeah, it sounds like it, doesn't it?
Which is interesting.
And then just sort of end the video, it just says, thank you again, everyone, for your enduring support throughout, and see you next month. So again, I like these video updates, a bit more informative, that one, compared to sort of the previous one that we've just had. But again, a nice little insight into the development of Shenmue 3 there.
Yeah. And like, they kind of did promise us this, right? You know, this was part of the backer thing. They're going to sort of show us the progression of the game throughout the development cycle. So I think, judging by the time, Matt, we're going to jump into a bit of a musical break now.
Yeah.
So I'll start with my pick, like usual. I did say to you earlier, like let's kind of do the same sort of thing where we pick sort of unusual songs from each of the games in the series, but we're going to skip Shenmue 1 because we're going to try and focus on these updates more than there's not going to be as many break segments. So we're going to skip Shenmue 1. We're going to go straight to Shenmue 2, and my first pick is Stand Quarter Day. Welcome back. That was Stand Quarter Day from Shenmue 2. Obviously, Kowloon is where that plays. Right, Matt. So, is this one mine, I think?
It is,
Update
yes.
67. Okie dokie. So, we've got another Dev Room progress report now. This is volume 3 of the series. It says, greetings, everyone. In this month's update, we present to you our third development report. Who's this new face? Please check it out.
Let's do it.
Let's have a look. So, 3, 2, 1, go. Welcome to Volume 3 of our Dev Report Progress Reports. Today we have a rundown of the character model. Check. Work for you. Ooh, who's that, Matt?
It's Mr. G.
Mr. G. So this kind of confirms that they made this model anyway, not Lasker.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Here we check for polygon dents and movement.
Looks like he's limbering up for a fight.
It's an unfamiliar face, it's a new character, that's why. Does match the concept art though, doesn't it, really?
Yeah, it does, definitely.
He says, yikes, that's one scary mug. Where will this person show up, I wonder? How was that, everyone? See you again next month. Short one.
Very short one. And they just sort of close out with a bit more of Mr. G, and then he takes a bow.
He takes a bow, yeah. Bit of a tease, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, his model is pretty much spot on there to the concept art. And I don't think he's too far away from the actual in-game model they ended up using. Actually, I didn't think he was miles off.
Looks like that actually. Looks very similar. But yeah, I guess that is how he's always supposed to look, going off the concept drawing. If that even is an old drawing, I don't know, but
I don't know.
I'm not sure. It says, thank you for watching and we hope you enjoyed it. We have also been receiving questions from our backers regarding our plans to participate in upcoming game shows. While our schedule is yet to be finalised, we will be devoting June to game development and as a result will unfortunately not be participating in any game shows. On the other hand, we look forward to bringing you our monthly updates and hope that you do too. Did anyone mention this character?
Let's have a quick look.
Personally, the way it's looking, I'm betting we're looking at a 2018 release.
Yeah, I think the talk was happening then, wasn't it? Around this is going to be getting pushed back.
Someone says, well, that's impressive looking so far. Whoever that new character is, keep up the good work. Nice glimpse in the character modelling. I also dig the traditional 2D art. Can smell a nice art book coming. Yeah. Still people being very fair, I guess.
Yeah. At that point, I think as things went longer, people got a bit more itchy, and it's difficult, isn't it? Because I think they knew deep down, WiseNet knew that they were never going to hit December 2017, and they were looking for a publisher.
Yeah, that was May the 29th, by the way, that update. So, halfway through the year.
Yeah, so we're quite a way into 2017 at this point, but actually, then it sort of feeds into the next update, which is update 68, which is production schedule information. Ooh. You can guess where this is going. June the 8th, 2017. So it says, hello, everyone. Yu Suzuki would like to bring you a video message regarding the production schedule for Shenmue 3. So, okay, we've got another video to watch very quickly.
Very video heavy this so far, guys. Hope you're enjoying this. 3, 2, 1, go. It says, for the project backers. Greetings, backers. It's Project Director Yu Suzuki. Today, I have something important to announce. I know you are all eagerly anticipating the release of Shenmue 3. However, we unfortunately must delay its release. Shenmue 3 started with you, the project backers. It's been almost 2 years since we began this incredible endeavour together. By utilising new technologies, we have been able to discover new possibilities and expressions. In many ways, the game has become bigger and more beautiful than I initially expected. We do, however, need more time to deliver the game to you. In order to achieve the game concept you supported and my 16-year-long personal dream, we have revised the development schedule. We are moving ahead with a plan to release the game in the second half of 2018. Details will be revealed in the backer report later this month. Thank you very much for your understanding and continued support.
I mean, being
Yu
honest,
Suzuki logo then.
like at that point, it wasn't really a surprise, was it? Look, based on the previous video.
Yeah. Well, literally last update, there was a comment saying, please delay it till the second half of 2018. So I don't know whether that comment was like, yeah, I suppose, why not?
Yeah. It says, thank you for watching, as Yu's message contains important information that affects the release date. And then it's obviously in Japanese. And then just looking at the comments just very quickly, I think it's a lot of people are saying, take your time. We've been waiting, perfectly happy to wait for a good result. That one, Mind Chamber's like, meh, 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 I have serious doubts now. Well, okay. I mean, I get why, but it seems like a little bit harsh.
Considering there's been no real evidence of any game progress.
Well, there has been, because there's been cutscenes and stuff, but hey, there you go.
Yep.
Most of the comments are pretty good in that regard, aren't they? I don't think they're overly terrible.
Yeah, not too fussed about the delay by the looks of it.
No. But then that moves us on into the June report, James.
Okie dokie. So update 69, June report. So this is June the 30th. So in fact, I think there is only 30 days in June, right? So
yeah, that's right.
They just snuck this in just before the month finished. It says, greetings everyone. First things first, we would like to express our gratitude for the many comments we received on our previous report. From constructive criticism to kind words of encouragement, we were touched by every single one of your comments. Yu Suzuki and the entire Shenmue 3 team are more determined than ever to bring the Shenmue 3 that will live up to your expectations. Bold claims, Matt. Gamescom 2017 plans. We will be attending Germany's mid-August gaming event, Gamescom 2017. While we are still working out the details with our partners, we plan to show our newest movie clips, share the latest updates, and even make some announcements. Interesting. So what is this? This is June the 30th, June, August. So they're like literally announcing 2 weeks away that they're going to be at Gamescom, I guess.
So because you've got end of June, you've got July, then you've got August. So you're about 6 weeks out at this point.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. 6 weeks, not 2. Yeah, that makes sense. Title logo change. Yes, Shenmue 3 has updated its title logo. Taking your comments into consideration, Yu Suzuki and the team gave the title logo another hard look and decided to update the new logo with this design.
Now that's interesting because that's now not the cursive one, is it?
Well, it is, but they've just detached the S and the H, haven't they?
But I'm trying to look behind me as I do it, but it's not quite the same as the Shenmue logo from 2018 on the re-releases, but it's very close to it. It's yeah,
the S is very similar to the original S, and the rest of the word Shenmue is the same, like the original. I mean, the original logo.
Yeah. I think they should have kept this, to be honest, but that's just me.
I think they should have kept this. Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah, it's a strange one because I never really struggled with the original logo.
No, I didn't. Ever.
I mean, I don't. I know apparently it was because we've mentioned this before, but it's because kids can't read cursive.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if that's true. I mean, I don't really see kids doing joined up writing these days, to be fair, because obviously a lot of it's text and devices these days, isn't it, rather than pen on paper. But it's still readable, in my opinion. I mean, if anything, the N, M, U, and E is like less visible than the S, but it's always the S that you seem to like mess about with, isn't it? So
yeah, very strange. I think
it is strange, and obviously we didn't end up getting this logo after they said that we were, but I'm not sure why. Really strange situation with the logo thing. I'd love to know the exact reason why behind that. If they could ever tell us, I'm not sure.
Might come up in an update that they talk about
Maybe
it,
so.
but I don't think it's the true reason. I think there's more to it than what will be in the update. Yeah. But anyway,
continuing the update here, we've got characters in development. We have been hard at work developing the inhabitants who will set the stage of adventure in Shenmue 3. Here's a sneak peek of what to expect, and we've got artwork of Schilling here, which is cool.
Yeah, she looks really good there.
She does look really good. She's always looked good, hasn't she?
Yeah, she's one of the better models in the game, for sure.
Then we've got the hotel lady, Ma Jiling, is it?
Yeah.
She looks pretty much spot on to the concept art. and we've got Mr. Sue.
Yes, Sue's Tall Tales and all that.
Yeah. What lovely facial hair you have is the caption there. Interesting, the Marjie hotel lady, it says, be on the lookout for shirt button projectiles. I don't know if they ever intended a shirt buttons to pop at some point. I don't know.
I don't know. Very weird caption, that one.
It says, thank you as always for your continued support. We look forward to showing you more soon.
Yeah, it's a nice little update there. The logo one's a bit of a weird one, but hey ho, here we go. So, update 70, July 13th, 2017, Gamescom 2017, update number 1. Okay, so this is sort of their lead into Gamescom, which is held in August traditionally every year. This says, hello everyone. Today we would like to share details about Shenmue 3 at Gamescom 2017, which we held at the Kolonmasse in Cologne, Germany this August. Yu Suzuki himself will of course be there to give the latest news about Shenmue 3's development. And then you've got Shenmue 3 at Gamescom with a nice sort of drawing of a chibi Rio, which is very close to the toy capsule one that we got actually.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's quite nice. So then comes into the business area. We'll be participating in the business area. This area is limited to media and other business members of the game industry. Unfortunately, general admittance visitors cannot enter this area. For the latest on-site info, we please ask you check the various media outlets. The entertainment area.
Interesting.
This area is open to the public. We have no events planned for this venue at the moment, but we are communicating with the organisers to see if we can do something with the fans in this area. Should we have an event in the entertainment area, we will notify you with the details as soon as possible. It says further details for Gamescom 2017 can be found on their official website. And then thank you, as always, for your continued support. I am going to try the link very quickly just to see. Nope, it is busticated.
Did Peter attend this one? Do we know? Was this?
No, but I know the Shenmue 500k were out there that year because they were asking for questions for it, and I got one of my questions answered.
Okay, fair enough. So yeah, they must have been classed as media at that point, I guess.
I don't know, possibly.
Yeah, possibly. Press, possibly.
Yeah, press passes for it, or got them somehow, potentially, because they did an interview out there.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Very good, very good. So moving into update 71 now, a little bit faster pace now. Gamescom 2017 update number 2. So greetings everyone, Gamescom 2017 update for coming your way. That sentence was a bit off, but we've got a picture this time of Shenmue in her sort of chibi capsule toy-esque self. These are kind of like the original, I guess, Kenji Miyawaki drawings of those capsule toys.
They look good.
Yeah, they look good. It says meet and greet at the entertainment area. So we all go for a Shenmue event at the general admission entertainment area. Unfortunately, we will not be doing a large event like showcasing promotional videos or placing playable demos in this venue, but Yu Suzuki will be there and give all of you a big welcome greeting. Don't miss the chance to meet Yu-san in person. He is looking forward to meeting you at Gamescom. There will be a further update with time and venue for the event in the entertainment area. So the latest news about Shenmue 3 will be shared in the business area, and we will be posting an update through Kickstarter and our official website at the same time. So stay tuned to our webpage and Kickstarter page during the Gamescom. And again, just got the website for Gamescom there for the general event information.
Yeah. So again, it's quite a short, like we said, pacey update leading into Gamescom here, and then it comes in, I think, at this point, which is update number 72 here, and it's a biggie. This is a big one, and it's from Gamescom Live, August 17th, 2017. New partner, lots of exclamation marks, at Gamescom 2017, update number 3. So it says, hello everyone, we have a major announcement today concerning our new publishing partner and follow-up details for Gamescom. So they've then got a logo of Wisenet and the Deep Silver logo. It says here, Deep Silver partnership signed. The Shenmue 3 project has signed a global publishing contract with Deep Silver, the game division of the German company Koch Media. I hope I haven't made a mess of that. Game fans may already be familiar with Deep Silver, as they are a trusted brand who has helped many Japanese titles find their audiences in the world. They were publishing Yakuza titles in the West at one point.
Okay.
We are proud to have gained a wonderfully reliable partner to make sure Shenmue 3 reaches all its fans all over the planet. Please see the press statement here, and then underneath that you've got Ryo and his chibi forklift. I'm going to try the Deep Silver press release very quickly, just see what comes up.
I clicked the WiseNet one, which just takes you to the current WiseNet website. So
it's not there, but it might be a job for Wayback Machine potentially. I'll have a look.
Yeah, they've kind of just linked the official websites, I think, rather than the specific press statement.
Yeah.
Is this why you was at Gamescom, do you reckon, then?
Yeah.
Do you reckon they'd already been in talks with Deep Silver, and then they were like, "Oh, let's go to Gamescom for the event and meet up and sign"? Or you don't think this happened while he was there?
No,
a bit of a coincidence.
I think it was. They were talking and we said, "Let's announce it at Gamescom. Come to Gamescom because Deep Silver and Koch Media, etc., have quite a big presence there anyway." It made a lot of sense. I think it's in Germany. They're based in Germany. Yeah, it all sort of came together quite well.
Yeah.
So then, sort of looking down a bit further, it's got meet and greet in the entertainment area. So you've got details confirmed for the meet and greet announced previously for the general admission area. Yu Suzuki will be on hand for a special meet and greet. Please stop on by. So you had Wednesday, August 23rd, 6:30 to 7:30, and you had Thursday, the August 24th, 12:30 to 1:30 p.m.
Possibly this is where the interview thing happened.
Oh yeah, it could be. Actually, you're quite right. It could be. It would make sense in theory. Place, Gamescom 2017 public area, hall 9.1, booth B011/C010. Okay.
Yeah, very specific.
Very specific booth. Event times may begin slightly earlier or later depending on transit time. And then for more information, see their website. With Deep Silver support, the dev team is excited and more energetic than ever. We will channel that energy and continue our push forward. Thank you all again for your terrific support. So that was a biggie. That update in terms of the publisher and everything else in between it. And then it lent into the 2017 trailer, if my memory serves me correctly.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at the comments below and they're talking about that trailer, actually. They're saying the new trailer did not give me much confidence at all. The character models still look terrible and very plasticky. I think this was the Dead Eyes trailer, was it?
It was. So for those of you who will remember this, and actually not to spoil the next update, they show the video in update 73. It's the Dead Eyes trailer, the one that Shibuya Productions don't have their logo on, because I'm pretty sure there was some disagreement around whether they should have shown that trailer and the way it was. And also, and I've said this 1,000 times, I'm going to say it again, it's the highest viewed trailer of Shenmue 3 outside the Kickstarter in terms of the announcement. You've got 1 million eyes on that, or 1 million views. And it set the tone, I think, for all those media articles basically shitting on it. People going, it's going to be the finished game. Now, clearly it wasn't. We know that it had another year to cook at this point. So it was never going to be the finished product, but we know gaming outlets ran away with it. People who should know better, but they did.
Yeah.
And I think that was where the ripples of concern started coming from the Kickstarter, I think. And people started, not turning, it's probably the wrong word, but were getting a bit antsy, I think.
Yeah, and I reckon just people that had backed and were positive up until now, possibly seeing those media headlines and the media reaction, and then sort of like them changing their own views a little bit because they've been kind of manipulated and influenced to think negative of it, if you know what I mean. And that's when you started getting a lot of people saying they wanted a refund and all that sort of stuff started to begin, I guess.
And it's funny, isn't it, when you look at this, and yes, on the face value of that trailer, I can understand where people come from, because the environments look good. They were brilliant, actually. Yeah. I will say that now. But clearly, the character models were unfinished, and I can get where the concern comes from. But people sort of jumped off a cliff, probably pushed by the media to some aspects, without actually realizing this is alpha footage for a start. They've just got a publisher come on board, and there's a year of development left at a minimum. Most people were thinking it's probably going to get delayed again, and consequently it did. But I think people panicked too much. Mm-hmm. I know you can talk about Shenmue 3 and what we got later on, and why, and that's a different discussion. But I think people went a bit crazy, a bit quick, and didn't take it for what it was. Because bearing in mind, we wouldn't see this footage in a normal development cycle. We wouldn't see any of this. You would see the trailers that started coming out in sort of 2018, 19. You wouldn't have seen this trailer anywhere.
Yeah, so coming off the context of what we're seeing as it stands in 2017, it's slightly unfair to judge a game at this point. But we'll move on, actually, Matt. We'll go into Update 73, and we can actually watch the trailer again together, and that'll provide, obviously, context for people that might be unfamiliar with the trailer. If you're watching the YouTube counterpart anyway, we'll watch it in a second. So it says, new progress video. This was August the 22nd, 2017. It says, hello everyone, sorry for the long wait, but the newest progress video is here. Please see how Shenmue 3 is coming along with a Born Again, Rio and Shenmue, plus new stages. So we'll click play here, Matt. So 3, 2, 1, go. And you've actually kind of just used this trailer in the 4-year anniversary stream that we did the other day.
I did.
Sort of showed the progress in that video.
Like, the environments are insane in this, but you can tell it's not finished.
Yeah, I mean, the environments, that looks finished, as you know, there you can see the Verdant Bridge and it looks stunning, but the character models, of course, they don't look too bad. Like, it's just the facial expressions, isn't it?
You got that bit on that's on the Cliff Temple.
Yeah, that was the Cliff Temple area, wasn't it? That the fight. I mean, to be honest, when you're seeing this footage now, they've got quite a lot of the game done, haven't they? They've got all of Niawu here.
Yeah, absolutely. Lots of Niawu, Bailu's there. I think it's there now, sort of. Oh, quite loud in my ear.
It is loud, sorry, yeah.
I'll wait a second.
Yeah. It's this player, man. You can't adjust the volume at all, can you? Or I can't.
God, yeah, that was really loud.
Oh, hang on. Sorry,
really
I muted it by mistake then.
I've been deavened by that a little. That was loud as anything. Like, ow. I mean, I'll turn it down for the video. That trailer, I mean, that's the one we're talking about, the whole Dead Eyes thing. And you made a good point that actually the game itself was quite a way in. Like, Bailu's pretty much all there, Niao's pretty much all there. It was the models that weren't, and I expect, like we were talking about previously, that they were still very much in the production phase. They got their scenario sorted, but I do wonder if the sort of the time was starting to pinch. They obviously had to scale up the project, and they were then starting to think about what they needed in the game, what they didn't need in the game, and potentially cuts that were going to be made or were made. And it's difficult with a project like this.
Do you reckon they'd already cut Baisha at this point?
No.
Just not showing any footage at all of it, are they, if they have made any?
I don't think they had, but I think if they hadn't, it wasn't far off. I reckon they cut it late that year, early 2018, and didn't say anything. And that's up to them because it's their project.
Yeah. And like you say, the environments look as stunning there as they did in the final project. Yeah. So considering it's still 2 years from release, I mean, obviously people weren't to know that there was still 2 years of development at this point. They're probably thinking, oh, you know, we've got less than a year until this game's meant to go gold, and we're a little bit concerned. But again, I'm not quite sure why from that trailer, apart from the dead eyes and the lack of emotion, animations or whatever. But I'm pretty sure Yu Suzuki did state somewhere that they took the animations out, right? You've said that in the past.
That's right. Yeah, that's exactly right. So they took the animations out for some reason. They weren't happy with them,
right? So
they took them out. I mean, hindsight's a wonderful thing. They probably should have just not shown the trailer or showed like an environmental trailer or something just to
without the models.
Without the models, and I think
we'd have been salivating, wouldn't we, just over the environments?
Exactly. And I don't think you'd have had the media circus that was around it that were claiming that it was a finished game a year out from the what they were planning for a release date at that point and what was pre-alpha footage.
Yeah.
But there we go.
If they didn't use any character models, I reckon the media would have said, "We've seen Shenmue 3 and it looks good." Do you know what I mean? Instead of "and it looks like arse" or whatever the I think they would have. It's only because of the character models, in my opinion, that is that opinion was born from that.
Yeah, agreed.
Which is unfair. Moving down this update, we've got Yu Suzuki on the title logo. So again, within probably about 2 or 3 updates, they're seemingly changing the logo again from the Shenmue 3 original logo, the Shenmue original logo that we quite liked or preferred. And I don't know if this is, again, some sort of a Deep Silver decision, or it seems very much strange that they went, we've got this logo, here's the Paprius logo, okay, we've heard what you said, we're going to go back to the original logo, and then, okay, we're remaking the logo again. It's weird. I mean, I've got used to this logo now. It does look quite nice. I quite like it now.
It's okay, but
I don't mind it anyway.
I remember thinking at the time, why have you changed the logo? I don't like it. And I think that was probably a sentiment echoed across a lot of the community at that point, and probably the Kickstarter comments. But there we are.
So, Yu Suzuki quote here, it says, "I really wanted to bring home the Shenmue logo because this belongs to all of you, and I know how passionate everyone feels about it. As the result, I felt the design should come more from the heart. So, with more than a bit of trepidation, I took a brush to hand. I believe we have reached a design that will please, but please let me know what you think." So, seemingly Yu Suzuki's decision.
Yeah.
For some reason, in the actual photograph, he's drawing what appears to be a 500k logo.
It does, and it's actually...
So I don't know if he took inspiration from that font for this. I'm not sure.
Possibly. It's in the same sort of style, isn't it? I just think they should have kept it.
Is that how the 500k font looked?
Similar, if my memory serves me correctly. I'd have to look at it. I obviously he's a creator, he can do what he wants, and fair enough. I don't obviously know what legal things may have been behind this. There could have been some issues we're not aware of, but for me, just tidying up the old logo would have been enough. They didn't need to change the logo. I don't mind the new one; it's fine. The other one's better, and I've got more of an attachment to it, and I think a lot of us did. I just don't think it was needed. I really don't.
And they did tidy it up in a sense, because they, like I say, cut the S away, didn't they?
Yeah,
very strange. Again, I'd love to find out the real reasoning, whether it was Yu Suzuki just wanted to do something from his heart, or there was something a little bit more licensing, or I don't know. Maybe we'll find out one day. So it says, Yu Suzuki is now in Germany attending Gamescom 2017. We'll have an activity report once he gets back, so please keep it here. Thank you for your support.
And then I'm just looking at the comments quick, and like one person don't like the logo, another person I really like the logo, another person said I like the logo. It's very split. It's very, very split.
Very mixed.
And very, very split. And I don't know why they did. I can't understand it. But there you go. That's just my one man's opinion on it.
Right, Matt. I think it's probably maybe time for another music break. It feels about time. So
it does indeed.
You also picked a Shenmue 2-piece. What did you go for?
I did indeed pick a Shenmue 2-piece, and this one they ought to know. And if they don't know, I'd be very, very surprised. And it's called A Gaze of Elegance. It is where Ryo learns the counter elbow assault.
welcome back. That was A Gaze of Elegance from Shenmue 2. Great music pick there, Matt. It's your turn, I think.
Right, excellent. So then we now come into update 74, Gamescom 2017 travelogue. It says, hello, everybody. We want to give you a wrap-up report from Gamescom 2017, held this month in Cologne, Germany. With over 350k visitors, the event hall was really jumping. There's a photo of it outside. There's a photo of the hall, the deep silver booth, some new development pictures and pop up. We are happy to show some new images that we did not present at Gamescom. So there's a picture of Rio. Now, this bloody picture of Rio is everywhere. All the media used it. They didn't start using the new article or art items, and it annoyed me. The look of gallantry is the caption for it, and it's got the new logo on it. I mean, Rio doesn't look too bad there, actually. His eyes and things still need.
It's not too bad, is it?
But he looks all right. He looks okay.
Like you say, though, when you see the 2019 model and then you pick up a copy of Edge magazine and the 2017 model's on the front cover,
I know.
It's a bit strange.
Then you've got a logo, a Suzuki style bow. Again, he's not got his expressions on there, but the rest of his models looking pretty good. That's
it's not too bad.
Miaowu.
Yeah,
that one's around there a lot as well. This one,
in fact, I'd kind of say maybe sort of the skin color and eyebrows are possibly even closer to the original than they are in the final model.
Be of a mind to agree.
It's just the eyes that look stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know why. They just don't look right, do they? The eyes.
They're not quite there, are they? But it's not a million miles away. And then you've got an image below that, which is in like on one of the main streets in Niaowu. What will go down in this city? You've got Rio stood there with some shops in the background. And then it says here, you, Sam, and the entire team give all their thanks for all your support at the event and all the social media sites. See you next time. And they put the images on the gallery at shenmue.link. And we've obviously downloaded and chucked them on the website as well. Nice update, short update. The images were a welcome surprise. But yeah, again, it didn't lend itself in terms of the media scrum and what was going on around all of that either. So tricky update, one I enjoyed. And then we move on to update 75, James.
Yeah. Okie dokie. Yeah, I was just sort of reading the comments there. It says, some guy says, it sure looks better, but still so incomplete. I know game is about beta phase, and hopefully they're still checking Rio's face. Fair enough. Right. Update 75, Dev Room Progress Report Volume 4. So it's been a few updates since we've had a progress report like this. This was released in September the 28th, 2017. Hello everyone, this month we have our 4th progress report from the Dev Room. What makes a character is their facial expressions. There you go, Matt. So they sort of trying to make a point here, I think
they were.
So this time we wanted to show you the progress on the facial front. Enjoy. All right, so let's get this going.
Yeah.
Another video. 3, 2, 1, play. Dev Room Progress Report Volume 4. Today we'll be looking at the facial animation development. Ooh, there's one of the residents. Character's face is moving, so I think the when you talk about Shenmue, you've got to mention all the grandmas and grandpas that show up. Yeah, so they're like literally showing their emotion.
Yeah.
The face is scary. I wonder what kind of conversations she'll strike up. Definitely doing this in light of the previous update.
Yeah, definitely.
We've got a girl character. Oh, that's it. How did you like this update? Make sure to stay tuned for the next development report. There we go. I always felt like he was wearing like a medical gown.
Yeah, a little bit. I can see your point.
Always a little bit like that, yeah. Hope you enjoy the video. Make sure to stay tuned in for the next development report. And then concerning the backer surveys, we apologise for the wait in sending out the backer surveys. The survey preparation is moving ahead. However, it will take some time yet before they go out. We will have a fun rundown of the surveys coming soon. Until then, we ask for your patience. Yeah, because they did actually say surveys would be in the latter half of 2017, I think.
Yeah, that's about right, isn't it? And then obviously it got pushed again, which is fair.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess sort of making a point that there is actually facial expression, so don't worry.
Yeah, and like you say, I think they were very much making a point to people that they are working on it, and it's just hindsight, isn't it? There's a wonderful thing. I just think had they had the foresight to go, we won't show this, and don't, and then show something different, we might have had a different reaction to some of that. But we move on. It is what it is, unfortunately. But we come on now to update 76, which is say hello to the Deep Silver promotion team. So it says, hello, everybody. For the update today, we'd like to give a big welcome introduction to the new members of Project Team Deep Silver. Gaming fans may already know, but Deep Silver is a video game publishing company and worldwide game distributor with a wealth of experience bringing games from Japan to countries around the world. Their partnership is very reassuring, particularly in the promotion and sales department, which our development team needs the support. And that's, I can understand that's fair. Message from Deep Silver. We are all in Deep Silver delighted to be working with such a great team on such an anticipated game. We are as excited about this release as you are. Here's a shot of the global marketing team members at a recent Shenmue 3 meeting at Gamescom Germany 2017. There's quite a number of people there.
There is a load of them, isn't there?
There is. One of them in the middle, just to the right of Yu Suzuki. I tried to get on the show. I can't remember his name. Simon something.
Is that the guy in the red?
No.
Well, kind of like a maroony colour.
Crouched down at the front row.
Okay.
I can't remember his last name now.
With the glasses?
No, the one next to him, to the right.
Okay. And the purpley shirt with his hand on his chin?
No, the other way.
My rights and your lefts are a bit mixed up there. So, yeah, okay. So the cool-looking guy with stubble.
Yes, I tried to get him on.
Got you.
Tried to get him on.
You found him.
Got him there eventually. I tried to get him on the show.
Like Where's Wally then?
It broke down. I've never. I did try. I've not sort of pursued it since. I probably ought to, but that's just a side point.
Is that Yu Suzuki's daughter in the high heels, possibly?
Oh, I don't know actually. Possibly.
Looks a little bit like her.
I couldn't confirm that.
But not that I've seen her in the flesh, but I've seen her in photos and stuff.
Yeah, so maybe. And then it's got a little bit here saying, concerning future updates, Deep Silver and Wisenet are moving forward with promotional planning that will encompass the whole of the project. Due to these adjustments, there will be an increase in instances where there will not be an update each and every month. However, we are also looking at other media and events besides updates to give you a better experience as we roll out information, so please stay tuned. The next dev room report is in the works, so please look forward to that too. Thank you for all your continued support.
So they did kind of say then that they were planning to not do as many updates.
They did, and I think this then starts going down a more traditional route in terms of promotion and media and all of that, and sort of moving away from the Kickstarter. I can understand some of the concern and maybe upset around that, but at the same time, it's there.
I reckon Deep Silver probably was saying look, these updates are great and all, but they are bringing negative press, probably especially from that trailer that was shown, kind of a thing where it's like, maybe we should just try and be quiet for the next year or two. You can give them an update here and there because you have promised. It sounds like they are working on a dev room update, but like it says, they seem like since Deep Silver have come on board, there's going to be a drop off of the updates. They're kind of warning you in advance.
But Deep Silver made the call on that trailer. That
is true.
So make of that one what you will.
Yeah. Right. So update 77 now, Matt. So this is December the 13th. So what was the previous one? Was that August still?
That was, I should have said actually.
November it was, November the 29th.
Okay, November the 29th. So this is fairly swiftly afterwards.
So it's 2 weeks later. New character and that Laskia. I didn't ever know how I pronounced it. I was saying Laska, but.
Lakshia or Shire?
Sort of Lakshia.
Go with that.
Blackshire Digital.
Yeah.
So I wonder if this is something that Deep Silver suggested, perhaps.
Maybe, where some of the money went.
Give them a bit of hand with some of the character models. And yeah, so today we unveil a new character and introduce the production team who was giving us a hand with character production, Lashgear Digital. And the shilling model there is
very good,
amazing, in my opinion. Very good, very good. We gave a first look at the character earlier, but you'll have to wait and see how she fits in with the temple in the background.
It's the cutscene where she obviously batters him with the broom.
Yeah, getting there. So, introducing Lashgear Digital, Shenmue 3 will have a whole host of new, compelling characters from all walks of life. And while we can't say just how many, it will be a lot. The game art studio, Lashgear Digital, will be cooperating with us to bring these great characters to life. Lashgear Digital is based in Gurgaon, or something?
Yeah.
Which is one of India's financial and technology hubs, and has studios in Pune and Seattle. I probably pronounced all of those wrong. Apart from Seattle, maybe Seattle I got right, where production work for the game is underway. So it looks like they're working on the character models there. It says this is some serious focus from, I guess this Indian team here, guy with the moustache. Strategy meeting in progress. They are in online meetings with our art team in Tokyo every week. Very cool. And then there's a group photo at the bottom here. Indie may be hot, but Lashgear Digital bring the fire. Meet the team stoking character production. Cool.
And they've got their logo there.
How did you feel at the time with this? Were you pleased that they were kind of getting more help?
Yeah, I would say so from my point of view, because I think they needed all the help they could get, and also this particular studio, Lashgear, had worked on quite big titles like Uncharted and things like that. So they had a pedigree around it, so I wasn't worried about it. I thought, yeah, great, seems like a sensible move. Outsourcing's not uncommon, and I was quite okay with it.
Yeah, there's a reply from someone in the comments that says these are the guys from Metal Gear Solid 5. So,
and there's some good models in that.
They've got good pedigree.
Very good pedigree indeed. Right, so that then sort of chucks us straight on to update 78, then, now, and tomorrow. Dear backers, I should say this is December 25th, 2017, so Christmas Day.
Yeah, Christmas Day.
Okay. Merry Christmas.
Nice Christmas present for us.
Dear backers, on June 16th, 2015, this project began on Kickstarter, and it's been 2.5 years, but at the top of 2016, we were able to bring our team together to begin development in its earnest. So it's been about 2 years now since things really started moving. The development team, that time has flown by, and although with the many comments and questions we have received from you, that time has felt more drawn out for some backers. Okay, fair enough. The next year is a very important year for Shenmue, so with that, we'd like to bring you a conversation with Yu Suzuki and Hiroki Takeuchi on how far we have come and where we are going from here. About Hiroki Takeuchi, he's an animation producer and contributed on an abundance of works that helped bridge Japan with the rest of the world. His exemplary works include The Animatrix, Tekken Kincrete, and Berserk. He acts as a CG animation producer for the Shenmue series. For more information on Hiroki Takeuchi and his work, we invite you to his website, and then there is a video just below.
Looks like the website still works, by the way.
Let's have a quick lookie before I do anything.
It's got a Japanese version or an American version.
I think we went on this, we went on this in our first video, Kickstarter updates video. I remember us doing it.
Oh, I do remember it now. Yeah, you're right.
So there we go.
Good stuff.
And we have the video.
Right. Video time.
Yeah.
So again, 3, 2, 1, go. Hello everyone. About 2 years have passed since the start of Shenmue 3's development. On the theme of then, now and tomorrow, we would like to present a conversation between the director Yu Suzuki and the animation producer Hiroki Takeuchi. Special interview. It's my pleasure to be here today. Mine as well. It's a treat to sit down and have a talk with you. Thank you very much. Since that surprising announcement 2.5 years ago, how have things gone overall during that time? Time, sure, has flown by. Putting the team together took quite an effort, but I feel the team we have now is a good one. I like how they're using the Shenmue fonts here.
Yeah, I like that.
The real fight starts here. I see, I'd like to hear your take on these past 2 years working on the game development and team staffing. And if anything has gone particularly well, or rather not so well. Sure, using Unreal Engine 4 has been a first for me, but it allowed for more conventional techniques than I expected. Which in turn also brought with it completely new efficiencies. Along with those 2 points, it has allowed us to bring the graphics quality past what I had first envisioned. I've also been keeping a close eye on how the graphics look, and they get better every time I come to check. Do you feel they are fitting in more with what you had imagined? Yes, the graphics are certainly improved over what I had in mind. While there are, of course, things that would not compare to a AAA title, they are better than what I had originally planned for and have started to come into their own. Very exciting. The thing that's been harder than expected for me has been using the engine as is. Because as someone who used to write everything from code, I want to see and touch what's inside, but can't. I can imagine, having previously created games starting by writing the programs, you would have some of that here to a degree. And along with line, what do you feel has presented the most challenge, or rather turned out well in terms of development? Well, one thing I do feel better about lately is Shenmue. You could say she is my life's work, and along with her expressions for one. I know it must forever keep on making improvements. It is work without end, both Rio and Shenmue. I think we are now at the point with Shenmue's model that I can say it is finally something I can approve of. Interesting. Now it's a matter of getting the expression and movements right. As fans already know, Shenmue hosts a wide variety of characters. How does character development look? Will there be even more characters to pack in? That's right, in December, well, it's already December. Christmas Day, mate. So this month it looks like we'll be really upping the count. It will go up to around 100 characters. Went even higher than that, right?
It did, it was much higher than that in the end.
The character design studio Lashkia Digital is working with us now, and we are seeing some really great models. I know these characters will make an impact and leave an impression. Can we expect characters that we won't be able to unsee? I can say that. They'll have some personality in a way, shall we say. Look forward to them. They're just fun to look at. Is there anything that you want to work on the most? Is there any challenge you want to take up? Well, I want to do something a little different with the battles. When it comes to fighting, there are a lot of things I want to make my own, so I was thinking to do things a bit different from last time. What, last time as in Shenmue 2, does it mean?
Must be, yeah.
We've been running some tests, and while it's not a game like Virtua Fighter, that is about the timing, so I hope it will take the form of a puzzle game that anyone can play, with strong emphasis on choreography. Wow. Is that to mean that you don't really rely on as much on play skills? Do you picture then fights blending into cutscenes to some degree? That's right, they may be influenced by whatever you pick up, by whether you pick up some item and so on, incorporating more puzzle type elements. That's what I would like to do, and QTEs along with other things. Can't forget QTEs. Would be nice to do different kind of QTEs. So much to look forward to. Can we expect to see these features added soon? Don't expect them too soon. So we talked about the characters before. The different facets of character development are coming together, but what's the progress on the character voicing? Heroes already been decided early on, but we couldn't find a Shenmue. That is until very recently. We had a lot of auditions. It does say actors for the main character has been set at the top there. It was just 2 days ago. That is good news. Yes, it is. Most of the other parts have been cast and the voice acting auditions are almost finished. Recording will continue next year, it says at the top. I see. Will we at least get to recording in 2018? That's right, we'll get at its starting 2018. Alright then, can't wait to hear it. I think it's time to wrap it up, but lastly, would you like to say something to all of your backers? 2018 has been the year we breathed life into the Shenmue characters. Daily life is vital to Shenmue and is a major theme throughout. The most important part of Shenmue is how the characters go about their casual lives. This year we set ourselves up to accomplish that. I want to thank you all again for your continued support. Indeed, we will keep our hopes up for everything. Right then, thank you for speaking with me today, and thank you.
That look at the end, even you cracks up there.
Yeah. Hope you enjoyed the conversation. Thank you for another year of your support. See you all next year. Bye bye. Thoughts on that, Matt?
Yeah, I mean it was a nice update in that regard, I guess. It's interesting about the fighting, actually, that he's obviously talking about the changes, and I think he had other ideas for that fighting system. It's clear to me that time ran out on the fighting system, and we know that.
Well, what did he mean with the puzzle elements? And
I wonder if like picking up items give you buffs or boosts, or it's hard to say, isn't it? 'Cause that's a very broad concept. Puzzle elements. How does that apply to a fighting system? It's hard to envisage it outside of buffs and certain move sets, etc. So I don't know. But it was interesting all the same. And they seem very pumped. They seem up for it there, which is awesome. And then we come down to the last little bit. It says, thank you for all your support here on the updates and the events throughout the year. You got the season's greetings image again with the new Shenmue 3 logo. Actually looks better there, transparently, actually.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful holiday season and new year. So that closes the update down.
Very good. Right, so update 79 next. Looks like a short one here. Magic 2018 participation information. So this is January the 18th. So yeah, a couple of weeks later. Hello everyone. As some fans already know, Magic Banako Anime Game International Conferences is coming up to be held on February the 24th. We're happy to announce that director Yu Suzuki will once again be making an appearance. Magic is organised by Shibuya Productions, whose CEO, Cedric Biscay, is co-producer of Shenmue 3. The event hosts conferences for manga artists and game creators, as well as gaming, cosplay, and manga contests. A conference with Yu Suzuki is planned for the day. Once details have been worked out with participating partners, we will have an update to follow soon. Please see the official Magic site for more information on the day's schedule. Thank you as always for your continued support.
Short, sweet, and to the point. So then, accelerating straight into that, it's about a month later at this point. Update number 80, Magic 2018, new pictures up. Hello everybody. Yesterday in Magic 2018 held in Monaco, we unveiled 4 new Shenmue 3 pictures we want to share with you. This is on February the 25th, 2018. I'm going to caveat this one a little bit, very slightly, in that there was a lot of hype around this Magic. Cedric was hyping it up big time, and then we got 4 images. Now, the 4 images are very nice.
Crazy time.
Yes, it was. I remember being out at some art show with my wife, and I was like getting updates from Facebook, and I was like, the images are nice, but is that it? Sort of thing.
Yeah, I think we were expecting a trailer, but then I reckon Cedric probably poo-pooed it. I don't know.
I don't know.
We'd seen them working on like animations and emotions and facial expressions. So, I mean, technically they probably should have shown a trailer to sort of say like, look, that was then, this is now.
Yeah,
maybe.
This is also where they showed a trailer which wasn't aired to the public, but obviously it was aired to the public there, but that got unveiled later
was this
on.
one, was it?
It was this Magic where they showed.
Please don't record it, and then
Yes,
it was released, like leaked, kind of.
Yeah, it was leaked. It was an extension of the 2017 Gamescom trailer. So there was a trailer, they just didn't show it publicly. I don't know why.
You had to be in attendance.
Yeah. So you had a picture of the little girl here whose name eludes me right now, but the model looks quite good there, I think.
Ray, is it? Something like that?
Or Lynn or something. I can't remember.
Lynn. Yeah.
That's it. Lynn.
Yeah. Lynn.
She looks cool there.
Great character model.
Yeah, brilliant character model. Then here you've got Schilling and Rio. Rio's model there is obviously, you can see it's developed from the 2017 look. It's
Yeah.
Not far off his final model there, actually, I
Not
think.
far off. That does actually happen, does it? I mean, I think he does grab her pole,
Yes.
but not
Not
like
like
that,
that.
where the backdrop is water and
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think it happens like that, but still
No.
cool to see.
And then this one with Grandmaster Sun looks like it's slightly older in terms of Rio's facial expression, but I think
Yeah.
that's where Rio's trying to hit him when they spar and he can't get anywhere near him, which is quite cool. And then you've got Mr. G in his fighting stance in the warehouse, where obviously he kicks the living crap out of Rio.
Yeah.
So they're nice images, but I just think it was overhyped. And I think there was some people quite disappointed at the time. The images are great. I really like them, but I just think it was expectation management wasn't particularly well done there. Is probably the way I would describe it. But anyway,
Yeah. Yeah.
so it says that stance means war. Rio, it's time for action. It was a pleasure to meet and talk with fans and the Shenmue community. Also great to see Cedric face to face and not over the phone or Skype. Our time was very well spent. Yu-san is now on his return to Tokyo, and we'll be back again Monday to focus on development. And it says Magic is organised by Shibuya Productions, whose CEO Cedric Biscay is co-producer of Shenmue 3. The event co-hosts conferences for manga artists and game creators, as well as gaming, cosplay, and manga contests. I think it's a bit of a cut and paste from the previous update.
Yeah.
Please see the official Magic website for more information, and thank you always for your continued support. So again, short, sweet updates, some nice images. But yeah, one that I think was tinged with a little bit of disappointment, if my memory serves me correctly.
While looking at the replies, well, someone says they weren't kidding about less project updates, but I mean, technically they've had quite a few last few weeks. Can you fix the face of the character in the third picture? It looks crap compared to the others, almost too comical. That's the one that it does look like the old model, to be honest.
Yeah, which I sort of identified already. I think
Yeah.
people again are getting a little bit worried.
Yeah, but then you've got some people saying just chill, it'll be ready when it's ready. Yeah. Again, quite mixed. Again, I don't think the media helped at this point. I think we'd seen actually when we look at the comments earlier in this episode, and people seemed very positive.
Yeah.
And then as the updates kind of went on, even though they're still showing more of the game and improvements and developments, this kind of like a sour atmosphere that starts to creep in. And I do think that is because of the media, especially from that 2017 trailer, probably is the turning point in terms of people sort of dissecting every single screenshot now. They've gone from like saying like, oh, it looks good, progression's looking good, to like looking for every little, oh, his lips a little bit off there, or his nose looks weird there. The proper dissecting everything from this point onwards, weren't they?
They were, and I get why. But I think, yeah, it's difficult with a Kickstarter. And this, I think, now is why part of the reason I don't think they go down the route again, because there was so much scrutiny around it. Now, quite rightly to a point, but I think people, as I said before, went off a bit of a cliff. And I know Shenmue 3 divided opinion in some circles. At the end of it, I get it, but they had a real hard line to follow here with it, and one that I don't think I'd want to try it again if I were them.
No, agreed. Right, so we've reached update 80 there, Matt. Let's have a music break now, I think. My next musical pick is from Shenmue 3, quite strangely titled. I mean, I've not really seen this word outside of the song title before. It's called Disquiet. Welcome back. That was Disquiet from Shenmue 3. Right, last batch of updates now we're going to get through in this next section of the show. Update 81, release date announcement by Deep Silver. So what is this, the pushing of the date now, is it?
They push it back, yeah.
Ooh, okay. So May the 16th, 2018. So yeah, it has been a while, hasn't it? Because we've gone from Christmas Day to January the something to May. So February, March, April, May. So like a 4-month lack of updates. I'm guessing this probably didn't help as well. People started to get worried of the lack of what's going on, considering it's supposed to be releasing this year.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, hello everyone. Along with our publishers Deep Silver, we have an announcement for the release date of Shenmue 3. Our report follows with a comment from Yu Suzuki. So, announcement by Deep Silver. Deep Silver today announced that their upcoming release of Shenmue 3 has been moved and will now release in 2019. The extra time will be used to polish the quality of the game even further to the high standards it deserves and release the project in the best possible time frame. We've got a link here. I don't know if that's going to work. Let's see. No, it just brings up the Deep Silver homepage again. Oh well. Comment by Yu Suzuki. To all of our backers, we are very sorry for the delay. After much discussion with our partners, Deep Silver, we have concluded that extending the release will allow us to deliver Shenmue 3 at its best. We promise to use this time to improve the quality of Shenmue 3. We cannot thank you enough for your enduring support. Ooh. Let's have a look at the comments. We've got a lot from some Adam that's obviously a bit of a troll guy.
I reckon he probably kicked off majorly.
Yeah.
I'm okay with this. Take your time. Take your time. No rush. A little bit about Shenhua's close. People would assume it was long ago. Don't care about the delay as long as we see it eventually.
That's good to say.
Yeah. Actually, a lot of people have taken this quite well and have sort of gone, yeah, it's a bummer, but actually we're quite happy with this. Yeah, I think on the whole, that reception to the announcement was a good one, actually.
Which is surprising, actually, because I would have expected people, when it's been delayed twice now, to start being worried or start thinking, like, how much time is it going back to, like, those Dreamcast days where, like, Yu Suzuki doesn't stop?
Yeah.
And it's like, who's going to tell him to stop? But then again, this is coming from Deep Silver, so that's probably harpens some of those concerns because it's coming from the publisher rather than Yu Suzuki. It's not like Yu Suzuki saying, I'm going to use up more money and more time and more resources. It's Deep Silver saying, like, look, we're going to give Yu Suzuki more resources to make this game better.
Yeah, and that's what we wanted at the end of the day. And if it wasn't ready, it wasn't ready. And that's just part of what it was. And everybody was quite supportive of it. And yeah, I think all in all, it was for the best. And that then sort of comes in, I think, onto update now 82. So we're getting well into this now. So Shenhua finds her voice and voice recording report. So here we are. So hello, everybody. It is now official. Voice actress Haruka Terui will be the voice of Shenhua Ling, the heroine of this story, facing the adventures ahead with Ryo. She was also her voice in Shenmue the animation, as was Masaya
She's
Matsukaze.
great Shenhua, actually.
Fantastic as Shenhua. And with Shenmue 4, she needs to come back.
I hope so, yeah.
Yeah, I'd love her
considering
back.
she has just done the anime voice as well, she probably considers herself to be a bit of Shenhua now.
Yeah, hopefully so. So then it says it's been quite a wait since the confirmation announcement of Masaya Matsukaze as Ryo in the July of 2015, but trust us, it was worth it. So you've got the main cast and a word of introduction from the main cast members. So you've got a picture of Masaya Matsukaze next to Ryo and some comments. It says sequel excitement. When I heard that the project broke 2 Guinness World Records, I must say it did not really hit me at the time, but now I could not be more excited. We were making good headway on the uncommon amount of speaking lines, and as we do, faces of my friends who are also in production of 1 and 2 are there with me in my thoughts. For the long time, Shenmue fans, I hope that they will share this strikingly peculiar sense of going back in time. For those new to the series, I hope they will enjoy this wonderful entry that will take them to a whole other world. And with the unimagined miracle announcement for the 1 and 2 remakes, I emphatically wish that everybody will experience all 3. I'm surprised they didn't make a mention of that in a Kickstarter update, but it would be right in the timelines, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you'd think they would have made an update saying, like, our friends in Sega are doing a 1 and 2 and like, people that have backed 3 perhaps just make them aware of it. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
maybe.
yeah, strange.
And then you've got thoughts on the series. Even with over 300 people so feverishly working on Shenmue, when production had stopped, I thought there would never be another sequel. Yu-san has watched as the landscape he presented to the world 14 years ago has become the standard in the gaming industry, and I once again must give my admiration to him for building a concept on such a grand scale. I also think how fortunate I was to be there back in my 20s. The hardware has since evolved, and now witnessing the improved quality of Shenmue, I get goosebumps all over again, thinking if this is what Yu-san had been seeing all along. The sequel has the might of the fans behind it, and these past few years, Yu-san said he's been meeting fans all over the world and would make it one. Everything is in place, so let the journey continue. And I like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
That comes from a guy, I think, who, bear in mind, Matsukaze's quite a big star in Japan in anime and other bits and pieces. He cares about Shenmue very much like Corey. He cares, and it's synonymous with it, which I think comes across in that statement there.
And he came back for the anime as well, didn't he, Matsukaze? So
he did.
He is Ryo, yeah.
So then you've got comments from Haruka Terui, who talks about the sequel excitement. Again, I was both honoured and terrified when I first heard I'd been chosen to play Shenhua. Shenmue has been beloved by so many for so long, and fans have been waiting for her. As I look at Shenhua in the eyes and become her voice, I remember everyone has their own precious memories, and I'll do everything I can to keep those memories like they were. The more I learn about her, the more I feel drawn to and taken over by her curious charm. I'm incredibly happy to walk alongside her, and she is a very good Shenhua. I think she nailed it with Shenhua in terms of the Japanese. I'd probably argue she slotted into that like a glove. Actually, she was excellent.
Agreed.
Thoughts on the series? I watched Shenmue the movie, which I borrowed from Matsukaze-san, who plays Ryo. I was greatly impressed you could just make a movie from the scenes in the games. It was actually a shock for me to see how much thought had been put into the dialogue and action. Now, watching the Shenmue 3 movie while we record, the picture is all the more beautiful. The world, the forest, the people, they all live there. I can't wait to play it. I will be acting my heart out for Shenhua and you. You've then got Matsukaze's Twitter link, which I'll quickly open up if it lets me. No, it won't, because it's X and it's rubbish. I'll grab them separately, potentially. Haruka Terui on her blog. Now, let's see if this opens up.
That one seems to, I think. Or is that the latest post?
It's the latest post, but her blog is still there and she's still blogging.
She's still active.
Yeah, it looks like she's still quite active currently, which is awesome. I'd love her on the interview series if I could get it translated. That would be really cool. I'd love to talk about, and Matsukaze, actually, in fairness.
That would be good.
And then special thanks from Aoni Production Co. Inc. I'm going to have a quick look at them. While it loads, it may take an age. Translate the page.
Were they the voice recording people?
They might have been. It's loading very slowly.
Like Bill Black's company kind of a thing. This is like the Japanese version.
It's quite a snazzy intro.
It is.
Yes, it's like voice actors, voice actresses. So I suspect that's where Haruka came from, and potentially they use their studios as well. I'd have to look at the credits. So quite a snazzy entrance though. And then you've got from the recording studio, the leading parts are cast, and the Japanese voice acting is steadily moving ahead. The crew poses for a shot below, I can't even talk, taking a break from the excitement and emotion of recording studio sessions. You've got sound director Nakamura-san, Mr. Matsukaze, Miss Terui, and Yu-san. Underneath there, you've got the smile of Masaya Matsukaze with the Shenmue 3 script. That looks quite big. You've then got Haruka Terui with the scripts there as well. You've then got a shot of them in the studio acting together, actually, which is quite nice. I know they did some scenes like that.
Yeah.
And you've got the recording studio in all its glory. Hope you enjoyed the report. Besides our leading couple of Masaya and Haruka, recording with other Japanese cast members is ongoing daily. When the English voicing is all set, we'll be sure to have an update. So until next time, we thank you for your support. That's a good update. That's a nice, cool update.
That's a cracking update, yeah. Gets you excited when you're actually seeing these voice actors. It's like
it does.
This game is starting to come together.
Yeah, it's now very real.
Yeah. Right, update 83. Survey info number 0. Soft open announcement. So the surveys are commencing, are they soon?
They are.
So it says, hello backers, we know the backer surveys have been a long time in coming and apologise for the wait. The backer surveys are almost ready and will be going out to everyone soon. The surveys will begin with a soft open for a few randomly selected backers. Those of you selected will receive an email from Fangamer with a link to your survey. I think mine took ages. I was worried about mine coming through, actually, I think.
Yeah, mine wasn't in this batch.
Like everyone else was getting Fangamer emails, and I was like,
yeah.
I'm looking at my junk, I'm looking here, I'm looking there, a little bit worried because you don't want to miss it.
Yeah.
It says the survey will be sent to the email address you have registered with Kickstarter for Kickstarter backers, or either your PayPal or Shenmue.link registered email for Slacker backers. Please answer the questions and hit that continue button. Then we've got a picture of Lynn. Can you give me a hand? She's saying. And in fact, there was a little video on there. I don't know if we're going to get that, where she sort of comes on the screen and she's very cute. And does she say something about the backer surveys?
It's the later. I think it's the later one when they go properly live on it, because this was almost like a tester.
Yeah. All right. It says the official survey start and end dates will be announced after backer feedback, system tweaks, and a thorough FAQ has been compiled. The survey questions address both physical rewards and in-game content rewards. The dev team will be eagerly awaiting your responses and would like to thank you in advance for your cooperation.
Brilliant. Quite straightforward. And then that leads us straight in then to update 84. Survey info number 1. The survey is started. Here we go. This is where we get our video that we just talked about.
Ooh, so dates. What was the dates of that last one? June the 15th was the soft open.
Okay, so this is June the 28th, 2018 now. So 13 days later.
Like
just
2
sort of
weeks.
2 weeks later. So, hello backers. The long wait for surveys is now over, and we are happy to announce that surveys begin today. You will receive an email from Fangamer at the email address you have registered with Kickstarter for Kickstarter backers, or either your PayPal or Shenmue.link registered email for Slacker backers. The email contains a link to your survey with the questions needed for your rewards. This is where Steam was first mentioned, just to put that in there for everybody. Here you will confirm your preferred game platform and other awards, write your guestbook message, credit name, etc., and get us all of that info that will be in the game and ready for release and delivery. And then there's this short little video here that we should watch.
Yeah, let's watch it. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. The survey begins. Love this, actually, at the time.
Chai
on the roof. Hello backers. This is Lynn talking. The Shenmue 3 survey has begun. Please check the mail you received and answer the questions. See you soon. Yeah. And that's the original voice actor for Lynn, was it, in Japanese?
Yes.
So she must have recorded an extra little bit for them there.
And it made comment in the video as well that upgrades, etc., were available.
Oh, did it? What did it say specifically? Let me just check.
It said, if I just go back a teeny bit.
Reward upgrades and add-ons are also available. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I think you could add on some, like, just some basic things, like another t-shirt, I think, and another copy of the game or something like that.
And like I upgraded my capsule toy 1 to the higher tier to get all 4 and things like that.
Oh, that's cool. That was a good use of that system.
Definitely a good move.
Cool. Could you downgrade or only upgrade?
Only upgrade, I think.
Okay. So in fact they made more money than was previously stated, I guess.
Yeah, they would have done.
I suppose that hasn't been recorded publicly, has it? The extra for people that upgraded? I don't know.
Unless it was on the Slacker backer and they updated it there, they possibly did, but I couldn't confidently say either way.
Mm-hmm. Was this me, by the way, or you?
This is you. Or was it? No, it was me. Sorry, ignore me. It was me. I'm an idiot. Oh dear, yeah, it was me. Right, so who gets a survey? Surveys will go out to all backers who pledged on the Kickstarter and those who pledged on the Slacker backer up through August 13th, 2018 at 11:59 Japan time or 7:59 Pacific. Backers will receive an email with instructions for the survey once preparations are complete. Survey from Fangamer will be sent within 10 business days from the date of your pledge. When do surveys close? They close on September 30th, 2018. We ask that everybody respond by this time. We need your responses for game production, reward, manufacturing. So make sure everybody to respond within the survey period. I do think you could afterwards, but it wasn't guaranteed that you would that would then get carried through essentially. So
Okay.
it was highly encouraged you did it at the time. Can I upgrade my reward? Reward upgrades and add-ons will be available through the Fangamer survey site. We have received many requests asking about possible reward tier upgrades and add-ons, and now is the chance. Please note that upgrades are available up to the 250 tier level. For more information on the available upgrades, please visit Shenmue 3 on Fangamer. I'm going to try this link if it
that
works.
makes more sense.
So yes, the page is still there.
You were originally at the 120 tier then, looking at that.
Yeah.
And you upgraded to the 250 tier.
I went higher.
Is that right?
I think it was. Because I went in at 300 initially, and then
all right. It's just how it was saying that the upgrades are available up to the 250 tier.
It's weird, isn't it? The way they worded it, because you could. I upgraded mine. So reward tiers differ between the Kickstarter and Slacker backer campaigns, so please see below which can be upgraded. Backers who select a new reward are also eligible for this service, and it gives you a breakdown of the tiers that can be upgraded. So the Shenmue Lives digital copy, which is $29, $39 Safe Shenmue digital upgrade, $80 World Telecom, $100 trial version, $120 toy capsules. I should buy one. Bonus pack, $160, $175 the art book, $250 the Kickstarter collector's edition. Slacker backer, $13 digital soundtrack, $29 for a digital copy on PC or PS4, $30 the Shenmue 3 t-shirt, $60 the physical copy, $100 Shenmue 3 trial version, $120 the toy capsules, $160 is the bonus pack, $175 the printed art book, $250 is the Shenmue collector's edition. It says here 7 million stretch goal in reach. The Kickstarter and Slacker backer campaigns currently stand at 6.9 million. We're almost at 7 million goal for the AI battling system expansion. This is the last chance for stretch goals, and we ask for continued support. The Slacker backer campaign and upgrades and add-ons end through Fangame will end on August 13th. I'm sure it went longer than that again. I'd have to check. I'd have to look.
I think you did state last episode actually when it did end, because there was an end date on the PayPal site, I think you read from memory.
I'd have to check it. I'd have to check it again.
It might be linked on that. You see where it says the Slacker backers underlined?
Let's have a quick look then, as we're here.
Yeah, as of October the 20th, 2018.
So it was a bit later than August. Okay, that's good to know. Then we go into battle system expanded AI battling. This control system lets you automatically unleash the perfect technique in response to opponent's positioning and distance. R&D for this system is based on Yu Suzuki's concept for players who are not used to fighting games, or for those who want a full immersion battle experience. Battle systems are highly compatible with the current battle system and will be implemented upon reaching the stretch goal. We'd like to thank everybody for your patience and the inquiries sent in anticipation of the survey rollout. Once we have your responses in, we will continue moving forward with in-game implementation and manufacture ordering. It's a wonderful moment for the dev team and backers taking the project together, and we'll be looking forward to your responses. It's then got sort of general information here around the backer survey. It says they're now well underway, sent by email. It's just sort of repetition of some things that are already there. 13th is the last day of the Slacker backer campaign. Rewards, upgrades, and add-ons close on the 30th of September. Further information, you've got the resender link as well, because I know some people didn't get their surveys, so had to go through that link. A few notes to consider when choosing your platform. Also, if there will be any major changes to the requirements of for either the PC or PS4 versions, platform selection question of the survey is scheduled to remain open, so that stayed open for quite a while. PS4 region will be decided with your country selection. If the disc region differs from your PS4 system region, the unit itself, PlayStation Network, online service, or DLC may not function properly. It gives the requirements for PC at this point. This is where people cried at the 100 gigabyte available space. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
It was like, oh, for God's sake, here we go.
GeForce GTX 650 Ti or better.
Okay.
I think mine's okay, right? My card's is mine card like a GTX 790?
Something like that, wasn't it? It was above that one.
It does play Shenmue 3.
Yeah, quite comfortably. This is the additional info. This is where it says it requires Steam client to activate. So here, everybody, this is the first time, and it was in a Kickstarter update as well as the survey. That is the first time that Steam was mentioned, and I'm going to repeat the date for everybody just in case you don't believe me. June 28th, 2018 In June 2015, Steam was not mentioned throughout all of these updates.
3 years later.
Yeah, 3 years later. Until this point, it was never mentioned. So there we go.
You're just getting a PC version.
You were just getting a PC version. There we go. I'll get off my high horse about that one because that update is coming much later.
Wrecked.
Yeah.
Mic drop.
Podcast over. Bye. Yeah. Game is currently in development, so system requirements may change without notice. We thank you for your understanding. And it gives like a written contract, personal information, load of stuff, which I'm not going to read out right now. And then all the links at the bottom below. A lot of this information is repeated in further updates as well. But that's the opening of the surveys. And it's a big, that's a sort of a real good point, I think, in progress.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just to go back a little bit to the battle system expanded AI battling thing that they sort of explained. What's your take on that? Do you reckon that is literally the LB and the RB buttons letting you pick a one of your set 5 moves?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. And then also, I think the way they react to it as well. And I think it's very much a case of simplifying the controls for people and making it more accessible. Whether it was or not is a matter of opinion, I guess. But the implementation was certainly there. I just think it needed more polish again.
Yeah. Okay, update 85, survey info number 2. We've reached the 7 million stretch goal, and toy capsule box set is now available. So maybe that's what you were on about. Maybe people were complaining that they couldn't.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
there you go. Here we go. So, hello backers. With the combined Kickstarter and Slacker backer campaigns, we have reached the 7 million stretch goal. Having reached the goal, the battle system expanded AI battling will be included. So, thank you very much for your support. So, a little bit on the information here. It's got a screenshot as well to go with it. So, this control system lets you automatically unleash the perfect technique in response to the opponent's positioning and distance. So, yeah, I guess it is kind of what we just explained there, where you pick your move set and press a button. It says, R&D for the system is based on Yu Suzuki's concept for players who are not used to fighting games or for those who want the full immersion battle experience. This battle system is highly compatible with and will be an extension to the current battle system. The Slackerbacker and Fangamer upgrade and add-on campaigns are still underway, so don't miss out. Please make sure to get your survey in. Thank you. So, add-on upgrade announcement, Matt. So, the toy capsule box set is now available through Fangamer. Get the Rio, Shenmue Chai, and Forklift set as either an add-on or upgrade. So, what would that have gone from? The $250 tier, I reckon, to the $450 tier, maybe?
Yeah, that would sound about right. Yes,
the full set. That sounds right. Okay.
And I did that. I got the full set.
Spot on. Survey FAQ. We've received many inquiries concerning the survey for the following, which we'd like to address here. Please note the policies and implementation may change without notice depending on applicable quantities and content. I don't know if some of this is going to be quite boring, I'm not sure. So it says name, credit, input. There are 3 fields in which to input your name for the credit rewards. The first is English only. Yeah, and I don't think we need to read all this. This is basically just how to fill in the surveys. Concerning pictures, images, and texts, it's basically saying don't use any prohibited images, or because obviously people were probably like me sending in a photograph, so don't have any content that has copyright, trademark, slander, discrimination, this sort of stuff. Physical version disk data. We'd like to address the many inquiries concerning the physical version disk data. Development is moving forward to have all the necessary data to play the game contained on the disk. I think people were probably asking about the PC because of like the 1,000 gigabyte thing you mentioned. Yeah. That's surely not going to fit on a Blu-ray or whatever.
Yeah, it would have done because the Blu-ray capacity was about 100 gig.
Okay. It says, please rest assured that the disc will not just be a prompt for an internet download. Oops.
That again.
That's not good, is it?
No, because they've put that in black and white. And actually, do you know what? I forgot they put that in black and white. I can see why people are upset. Yeah, all right. Yeah. I do think people went off a cliff about it and really lost their shit.
Pick that mic back up, Matt.
I'm not picking the mic back up over that Steam thing. This is a different point altogether. It's a very different point.
True.
But this, I think people went off a cliff. but I get why people were pissed here. Yeah, 100% get it.
Okay, asterisk, an internet connection is a planned requirement for the purposes of game updates and reward activation. That's the breaking news. The team would like to again thank you all for your wonderful support. See you next update. I think they're right. On the PlayStation 4, you type your backer code in. That doesn't need an internet connection. That's just something that's hard coded into the disc, isn't it, for your rewards?
I don't know, actually. I haven't tried it offline. I'd have to give it a go. Find my backer code and work it out.
And then we just got the general survey information again at the bottom of the update there. So, job done.
Right. Okay. So they're now into update 86, and this is a very short and snappy one. Survey number 3 for backers who have not received their survey mail. Hello, backers. This is an update for backers who have not received their survey. All survey for backers originally pledged have gone out. Surveys for backers who pledged the Slacker backer go out within 10 days of the pledge date. If it's more than 10 days since your pledge and you have not received your survey, please email us at info@shenmue.link, and thank you for the support. So that update, my friend, is as short as they come. There we go.
Yeah, August the 8th, that was. And I reckon people probably were getting worried. And I mean, these people that never even filled their surveys in, because you've got, when you go into the Save Shenmue building and some of the signs just say, like, thank you, backer, or something.
Yeah, it's strange, isn't it?
Yeah, but you don't know. Those people could be no longer with us, I guess.
Yeah,
and,
true.
We've got no way of filling in the surveys, which is not a nice thing to think about, but that's a possibility, I suppose. Update 87 now. So survey info number 4. So they're all about the surveys at the moment. This is kind of like the big buzz. At the time, a lot of people were stressing about the surveys, I think.
And it's August 8th again.
August 8th. So the same day. Okay.
Same day.
It says Slacker Backer Reward Upgrade Add-on Campaigns Extended. So hello backers, we are happy to announce that the Slacker Backer on the official Shenmue 3 site and the Fan Gamer Upgrade / Add-on campaigns have been extended until August the 31st from the original August the 13th date. See, again, I wish I'd have known that they were going to extend this as far as they did do. I'd have saved up more money. I think I probably thought about it when I got to like August the 13th there, but I was like, well, 2 weeks isn't enough to make such a big decision on something like a Crystal Memories or something. So it says last day of the Slacker Backer campaign, reward upgrades and add-ons August the 31st. So it's extended until then. We got the nice little Yu Suzuki chibi capsule toy looking thing. Well, it's the one I think that spins around in the Save Shenmue building, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
That model, yeah. The next stretch goal is 7.5 million for the battle system expanded high ground battle system. Will we get there? So they're hoping to get another £500,000 in 2 weeks, were they expecting? Well, dollars, or hoping for.
Yeah.
Actually got close, didn't it? Was it 7.3 in the end, or?
I can't remember. I think it was around that figure. I'd have to look.
Maybe 7.4 nearly, like 7.3.9 or something. I don't know how many points I just said there, but you know what I mean. That's the update on that. It's just the same information again at the bottom. I think you pretty much get that same information every update moving forward until the backers surveys close.
You do. But then the next update, update 88 on August the 10th, 2018, so not very long afterwards, a couple of days, and it's about the Shenmue documentary film, Shenmue 1 and 2, and other info. So there's quite a bit here, not necessarily related to Shenmue 3, but still, people will recognise some of this. So, hello backers, in this update we have some Shenmue-related news we'd like to bring to your attention. The Shenmue documentary film project. As you may know, a documentary on Shenmue is currently live on Kickstarter entitled A Gamer's Journey, The Definitive History of Shenmue. Everybody who's a Shenmue fan knows about this. And it came out this year, in fact, which is crazy to think it was being talked about in 2018. Headed by Shenmue fan Adam Scipione, the documentary mixes interviews from those on the production side and fan side, exploring the history of the Shenmue series and the influence it has made on the game community. With support from fans, the project has already reached its initial goal, but the stretch goals are within reach, so please take a look. And just a note to say that Gamer's Journey is not affiliated with WiseNet or Shenmue 3, and they will not comment on questions regarding the documentary. Thank you for that understanding.
Good promotion.
Yeah, blooming heck. Free promotion on that to what, 60-odd thousand backers? Yeah, it's not bad, is it?
Amazing.
Then inquiries about Shenmue 1 and 2. We've received many inquiries about the Sega's announcement for the August 21st release of Shenmue 1 and 2. The release date in Japan has been announced in November 22nd. Shenmue 1 and 2 are not directly involved with either WiseNet or Shenmue 3, so we unfortunately cannot comment publicly on them. We'd ask you to direct any inquiries about Shenmue 1 and 2 to the customer support links below. Please be aware that customer support desks vary depending on where you live. And they've got the links to the Sega ones, Japan one, and Asia there. And then they've got here Gamescom 2018. We have a quick announcement about Gamescom 2018 taking in Cologne, Germany towards the end of this month. For this year's event, Yu Suzuki will not be in attendance. However, when we have some new information about future appearances, we will update you. And then there's the link to the Gamescom site and all the sort of backer information stuff at the bottom again.
Very good, positive sort of update there, especially with Shenmue 1 and 2. I think Yu Suzuki wanted that, didn't he? Wanted players to be able to, and especially have enough time to play 1, 2 before 3.
Yeah.
That looks positive anyway, and concerning like the release of Shenmue 3, ultimately, people are going to have played the first 2 games that hadn't previously, kind of thing. I guess everyone that backed Shenmue 3 had played the first 2 games, or
most had, I would have thought.
Most had, yeah. So this is a good way to pick up some new players. Right, update 89, Gamescom 2018 update 1. So we're just off the cusp of them saying that Yu Suzuki's not in attendance, but it looks like something's going on here actually. So August the 20th, 2018. Hello backers, we have some breaking news about Gamescom 2018. There is a Shenmue 3 announcement planned for the opening day of Gamescom, Tuesday the 21st at 11 until 1 CEST. So Yu Suzuki will not be in attendance, so that's still confirmed, but we have put a video together for the announcement that we are currently putting the final touches on, so please hold on until Tuesday, and I hope that we get to see this video, possibly in a future update.
Yeah, I think we do.
It says the Gamescom events will be live streamed, which you can also watch the links below. We will, of course, have a follow-up here in the updates. Okie dokie. Because I can't quite remember off the top of my head that updated
I remember it.
video. Can you?
Yes,
okay.
And it actually leads into it actually anyway. So
okay. I see now.
So update 90, Gamescom 2018, update number 2, release date finalized. Ha ha ha. And new trailer. You'll see why I'm sarcastically laughing if we get that far. Hello backers, we have just announced the release date for Shenmue 3 at Gamescom 2018, and August 27th, 2019 is a day you'll be able to take up as Ryo Hazuki to continue the adventure. And they gave a trailer here for it. I remember watching this live. I was off work because this trailer was on the day that Shenmue 1 and 2 HD released on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC.
Good timing.
Good timing. I think it was deliberate. Yep. And I remember me and you covering the social media across the dojo pages while Peter was still in charge for it.
Yeah.
We broke the news on it. I remember we were doing it on the fly. It was nuts.
This is like when we were like grabbing the events footage and stuff like that as well, weren't we, from these game shows and
it was
and whatnot that were coming up, especially in 2019. So we're like a year away from release, and we've got a trailer if you want to watch this.
Here we go.
3, 2, 1, go.
その者、東の凸国より海を渡りて現れり。若者、姫し力を
Great trailer this is.
Yeah.
かの身を滅ぼすことも、かの願い。
This was the Prophecy trailer, I think it was called.
Yes, it was.
その者、勇み立つとき我を求めん。共に荒れ野の道を行かん。待ちて願え。
This is kind of the trailer I remember the most, to be honest, as though it was like a release trailer.
I do. I remember. This is stands out in the memory, doesn't it?
Yeah. Unless they updated it again, because we were just seeing some old models there.
This is also the Attract demo for the game, the final product.
Right, that's why it stands out so much. Yeah, you're right. So they did update it again then. Because the shot they had of them overlooking the Bailey village was like a very old Shenmue Ryo model.
Yeah, it was.
In that trailer. Yeah, very good. I like that trailer.
I like that trailer. It was like it felt very Shenmue.
That probably got us super excited.
It did. And it says, from all of us here, we want to say how happy we are to make this announcement and thank you again for your continued support.
What's the feedback like with that trailer then?
Oh, let me reopen the tab and we'll have a look.
They're still moaning about the character faces.
Our friend Adam has had lots of comments removed again.
It's on about expressionless faces still.
I don't think they're that bad.
No, I didn't think they were too bad.
Talk about the music. A lot of people are quite excited by it.
Rio's face is still very off.
I think generally it's well received.
A tear came to my eye. Yeah, it's a little bit mixed again on that first page of comments anyway.
Yeah.
Cool. Right, update 91. A really short one by the looks of it. So, survey info number 5. Campaign ends on this Friday. Slacker back a reward upgrade add-on information again. So, hello everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed that trailer that was released last week. Today we have a reminder for the end of campaign. The Slacker Backer campaign, which began in December 2016, and the reward upgrade / add-on campaign through the surveys, which began in June 2018, will both end in a couple of days. You got the dates there for when they're ending. Obviously, it's just saying both other campaigns are to end, so don't miss this last opportunity to pick up the reward that you had your eye on. Although no new pledges will be accepted after this date, surveys will remain open for your responses until September the 30th, 2018. Many thanks to each and every one of you for your kind support. Thank you again for your continued support.
Yeah, that's quite a nice short update. And then straight into update 92, which again is got a little video, so we'll watch that in a second. It's hello everybody.
Yep.
The Slacker Backer and reward upgrade and add-on campaigns have ended last month, and today Yu Suzuki would like to give a message of thanks for your support. So let's watch this little video then.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, that's loud. Hello everyone. The Slacker Backer campaign that started December of 2016 came to a close last month. This is a little chibi Yu Suzuki, by the way. I'm very thankful so many of you have given your support. Okay. We are doing our best to make a great game, so I hope you keep up your support. Doesn't help that the font's quite hard to read there as well. Surveys are still underway, and we received responses from 75% of the backers. I assume that said the survey deadline is the last day of September, but yeah, that's quick. So please respond if you haven't already. I'm looking forward to our next visit. See, Yu Suzuki doesn't speak that fast in real life.
Nobody speaks that fast in real life.
Nice little video, I suppose.
Yeah.
It says, we are now putting together the totals for all of the campaigns, and we will have a report for you in the following update. Last month for survey responses, the deadline for the survey responses is coming up this week. At the beginning of September, the response rate was 75%, with 25% of surveys unanswered. So we hope that as many as you as possible will send in your survey responses. However, to meet our development schedule and prepare for manufacturing, it will be difficult to extend the response deadline past September. So please respond to your survey by the end of this month.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, reading that at speed, that was nuts. Fast. Right. So we then come into update 93, which is dated November the 22nd, 2018. So hello everybody, it's been a while since the last update. Sorry to keep you all waiting. The final numbers and funding and backer totals across all campaigns are in, and we want to share those with you today. So final number of backers is 81,087, so that's quite a lot. Funding total was $7,179,510.
So 7.1, nearly 7.2 actually, yeah.
So just short of $7.2 million. Quite an impressive score, isn't it? Seeing the final numbers, all of us here can't help but feel all over again the immensity of the support that everyone was given to make sure the project has come true. Thank you. There are now less than 10 months until the release of Shenmue 3 on the release date of August 27, 2019. Everyone on the team is giving it all they've got every day in the run-up to release, and we hope we continue to count on your support. And in a closing note, more than 80% of you have answered those now closed surveys. Development rewards based on survey responses underway. Thank you all very much for your answers. All the wristwatches are, including the vintage grab bags, have gotten fresh batteries. Look at those watches. That is a lot of watches.
CR2032 batteries, I bet.
A shitload of them.
Maybe not. Yeah, maybe tiny, smaller watch batteries probably.
And you got a dice dude there as well. Look,
I bet someone recognised them. Them like, oh god, that's me.
that's
In an
me.
update.
That's
Yep.
me.
That's me, mate.
There we go.
I'm famous.
Oh dear.
Right. Update 94. China distribution finalised. Shenmue 3 partnering with Tencent and Oasis Games. Ooh. Was this controversial, Matt? Tencent?
I don't know at the time.
I don't think it was at the time. No, I don't
No.
think so. Hello everyone, the team here is digging deep in the last stretch to the August 27th release. I'm picking our heads up. There are only a few days left before the end of the year, but we do have a few announcements to get in before the new year, so let's get to it. So this was December the 21st. Chinese distribution finalised a few days ago at the G Fusion Tour 2018 in Shenmue, which we have actually got quite a lot of photos of this event in the media gallery I managed to dig up from old posts. I think it was on the Oasis Games Facebook or something. They posted a lot of images if you want to check those out. The announcement was made for Shenmue 3's distribution in China. The PC version will be distributed by Tencent through their gaming platform WeGame. The PS4 version will be distributed by Oasis Games, an official partner of Sony Computer Entertainment Shanghai. Further details on distribution in China are forthcoming. Oh, interesting. We don't really know what happened here, do we? China-wise.
I did, quite frankly.
Participating in a talk session for G Fusion were Yu Suzuki and animation producer Hiroaki Takeuchi. It was a fantastic event with the enthusiasm of the Chinese fans palpable in the air. Hiroaki Takeuchi is the animated producer. We kind of know this stuff. He acted as the CG. Yeah, okay. It's. I think they just copied and pasted that bit, actually.
Yeah, I think they did.
About him. The hall was buzzing with excitement from the fans. The talk session was a big hit. We got Yu Suzuki there having a little chat. I'm not sure if that was live streamed. I can't remember that.
Don't remember. I have to check that out if it was.
Yeah, the autograph line was huge. We've got Yu Suzuki signing a big poster of Shuing at one with a pen. Photo break during working lunch with the new Shenmue 3 team members. Tasty. That was Ryan Payton there for a second, but it's not. Is that the Simon guy?
No.
To the left of Yu Suzuki? No.
Okay. No.
Survey responses update. Game development for your survey responses is underway. The official cut-off for survey responses regarding game development and reward manufacturing was September the 30th. However, there have been some backers who afterwards updated their responses. The dev team will do their best to get in the changes to those responses updated after the cut-off. However, we cannot make any promises with our tight development schedule. January the 6th, 2019 will be the final date for survey response updates. After that, we will no longer be accepting survey response updates. Thank you in advance for your understanding and cooperation. Please note that the above relates to game development and reward manufacturing survey responses, so shipping address information may be changed at any time through your survey up until shipping begins. And then 2019 is upon us. 2019 is the year of destiny for Shenmue 3. Everyone has waited so long, and at last, this will be the year Shenmue 3 delivers. There will be plenty of events with lots to unveil this coming year, and we hope that everyone will hang in there with us just a little longer until August the 27th. Thank you all again, and have wonderful holidays and New Year. And we've got a really cool...
I love that image.
Yeah, it's another animated gift from Kenji Miyawaki. There's a gift as well. We've got Joy on a motorbike, which is the first appearance of Joy we've seen, I think.
Yeah.
Obviously, she's got a capsule that's kind of similar to that, apart from no Santa hat. There's a little Chobu bird. We've got one of Shuing, which is interesting to see. We've got a sitting down, I guess, Shenhua, and a standing up Shilling, I think, with a broom. And Rio on a forklift with a big reindeer.
That might be Fang Mei, you know.
Oh, it could be Fang Mei, actually. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I like that artwork. We're then into update 95, which is very short, just having a quick look.
So this is going to be the last update in it that we're going to do for this particular episode.
Yeah.
Nice way to wrap up the show, I think, here with the update for the year of Shenmue 3, or the forthcoming release of Shenmue 3 anyway in this particular year.
Indeed. So update 95 is Happy New Year, January the 4th, 2019. Happy New Year. May this be a happy and fruitful year. Thank you again for your continued support and a nice animated artwork of the Chinese. It looks like getting ready for Chinese New Year there, doesn't it? You've got little Chobu-chan, you've got Rio, and you've got Shenhua as well sat there, and you've got the general backer survey information there as well. So a good update to sort of put our pens down and go, right, that's quite a few there.
Yeah, and on the fan, it's got the year there and kanji 2019. Yes. That is very cool. Very cool. They kind of came out with quite a lot of these animated GIFs, I think, actually, in these last update, this update, the Halloween update, and I think they do one for spring and stuff that we'll probably get to next episode, because we've reached the end of today's show. We got to 95 today, Matt, so a little bit further than previously. Helps not having a big news section, I guess.
It does.
Probably, actually, the amount of time, because I didn't think these Kickstarter update shows, honestly, I didn't think that it would take this long to get through these updates. We probably did have time for music breaks for Shenmue 1 as originally planned, but
to hell with it.
Hopefully you didn't get sick of me and Matt droning on for the last however long this show ends up being, probably about 2.5 hours. Hopefully you've enjoyed that show. Next up then, Matt, we've got a Christmas show.
We do.
That we'll be recording in a couple of weeks' time with a very special guest. So yeah, look forward to this upcoming Christmas show. I'm sure we'll get the sherry and the mince pies out. And I don't know. Typically, I try and get some Shenmue jokes or crackers or some bollocks. I haven't even thought about it yet, Matt.
It's got to be done, hasn't it? It has to be done. If you're not going to celebrate the Christmas spirit in the right way, why bother at all? No, it's a good laugh, isn't it?
Looking forward to it, man. Right, so we're going to close the show with your music pick, Matt. This is your Shenmue 3 pick that's going to take us out.
It is going to take us away. It is called Spoken Words, and I can't remember where it's played now because you're putting me on the spot, but it is a lovely track all the same. But yeah, enjoy, guys, and thank you for sticking with us.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys. I mean, we typically do have Matt reeling off all the places that you can find us, but I think you kind of know that by now. So just enjoy the music, and we'll see you in a few weeks' time with the Christmas show. So yeah, this side of Christmas, hopefully everything's going well for you this month of December. No snow currently. Hopefully you all stay well, healthy, and look forward to more Shenmue content from us coming very soon. So take care, guys, and we'll see you soon.
See you later, guys. Have a good one.
Oh, look at the time.